time. Also, just gonna stare at this paste every frame effect of this screen right here. Like, if someone's here, what do you call that? Like, what do you call this effect? Like, I never really... Like, I call it the paste every frame effect, but I know there's another name for it. Like, what is it called? Hold on, let me refresh something while we stare at this screen, because this screen pops up when you're on the pause screen long enough. It's like a screensaver, which is really nice. Just gonna wait a few minutes on the screen, because, you know, it's a screensaver. Also, I should probably test out stream. Also, it would help if I actually click on a screen. Seeing if it runs at a good frame rate here. Also, never mind me being in this stage. It's not spoilers or anything. Also, yeah, it seems like good frame rate. So let's just reset here and get on with it. So, hello, welcome to the stream. You may be wondering why I'm playing Gex, even though I've already done an LP of it. Why am I streaming it? I'm doing this because, well, I'll explain after this. I'll be quiet here a moment.
It all started so simply. I had just finished my usual morning routine of nude funkercise, fired up the Barca Lounger, grabbed a quick bite to eat, and prepared to watch some serious tube. Little did I know, my snack was sent by Rez.
Scary, right? Anyway, welcome to Gex here. This is... Would help stop clicking on the stream chat. This is one of my all-time favorite games, and I really feel that this game is really underrated. Also, yeah, this game is 2D. First let me configure my controls. I like to configure this like I'm playing with a SNES controller or something. And that's the setup I usually go with. It's the setup I used with my LP because I just never used the tongue at all, but now that I'm actually accustomed to that being the tongue button, I'm just gonna play with that setup. I'm not gonna do a challenge run of any sorts. I'm just gonna play this game normally, because that's just how I'm just gonna enjoy this game. If you have any questions, like, about this game, or about future plans, like, even if you already know them, don't be afraid to ask. Like, I'm one to chat about stuff even though if we already talked about it. So anyway, it's like, yeah, I know this game doesn't have much variety in it, but it's like, this game is, I feel, is meant to feel like a classic game. And it kinda is. I mean, it has like 6 worlds, each with a specific theme to them. Each level has a specific gimmick to them. And I feel like that really works out well for a game like this. Like, I really don't know how people fail to notice that right away. There we go, I used the tongue. I'm not doing a challenge run.
It's tail time. I'll take this, and this, and this.
Can't wait to get to the part where someone I know allegedly couldn't get past a wall. It might have been this, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe there's another wall that looks like it's impassable. This game was originally for the 3DO, I believe. I know nothing about it. I actually did try to emulate it on that version, just to... maybe that's the best overall version. I know this is for the Sega Saturn as well, but... I could get this game to run on the emulator. I'm not going for that. Screw it. It would help if I didn't destroy the blocks first. What was I gonna say? But yeah, this game is... Yeah, it was for the 3DO, Saturn, and the PlayStation version. I'm playing the PlayStation version because I feel like that's just the best version to play it on, honestly. Even though I've heard the 3DO version has actual saving and not passwords. I actually kind of like the password system, believe it or not. One thing I really like about this game is that it does a really good job of telegraphing what you have to do. Whether it's by fly coins or question marks, it just does a real good job of telegraphing what you have to do. But where was the wall? I'm not sure. It might have been the wall right next to me before I entered this bonus level. Anyway, bonus levels in this game... if you want 100% this game... Oh jeez, that expensive? That in that early of a year? That was even before I was born, jeez. But anyway, bonus minigames. There's like one hidden warp in each level. Each of them leads to a minigame. Depending on the world, it's a certain minigame. In each minigame, you have a different task. This one, you just gotta kill these enemies with the skulls. And when you get a perfect... Not a good, not a great, but a perfect. You gotta be real good at this game to be to 100% it, which is one downfall of it, unfortunately. But you're not really meant to 100% this game on your first try. But anyway, you get a perfect, and you get a chunk of the remote. And to unlock levels with that remote, you gotta get every single chunk. It's pretty difficult. There's one special minigame that I just cannot get right no matter what. Anyway, while I'm on this wall, I might as well explain, yep. You can attack on it, but if you can do consecutive attacks, Gex glows. I'm not sure what properties he has when he glows. It's not like he becomes invincible when doing that. He's already kind of invincible when doing that attack anyway. Which I'll show off in, like, maybe World 2 or something. Objectives of this game, primarily, is getting to the end of the level and finding the hidden remote in each level. You cannot progress without finding the remote. The remotes are usually in your path. There's some cases where you have to go out of your way, like maybe at one junction. It's usually indicated. And you can't just expect the level to open automatically. You have to actually open it yourself. You know, gaze at what you've actually gotten, and then you can go into the level. So yeah, as we can see here, yeah, it's still spoopy. I mean, yeah, not much variety. Good. Yeah, that happens sometimes. You attack and get attacked at the same time. Forgive me, I'm still trying to accustom to these controls. It's been a very long time since I played this game. Well, I played this game recently, mind you, but... Keyboard controls... You all know keyboards. Like, sometimes they don't register. $1,000 just for a game like this, huh? Anyway, what was I saying? Gimmick of first level was just tutorial-like. This one, not really much of a gimmick, it's kind of ramped up a bit. Here's Jason, or whatever that guy is. Just some murderer. Like, I barely know references at all. Also, I should have bounced on those TVs. I'm too used to just flamethrowing everything, honestly. Like, if I have a projectile, I'm not afraid to use it. Much like sword beams in Zelda 1, I will use them no matter what if I have them. Oh, I never realized there was a camera here. I wonder if that will help me get across that gap. Like, I am not... Here we go. I guess you were meant to do this instead. Like, you can bounce off of these TVs, but it's extremely hard. And, I'm not good with tail bouncing. And tail bouncing will become extremely important in later levels. Oh, something else I gotta mention, yeah, these TVs do only have 2 colors, but the thing is, with these TVs, sometimes even though they're the same color, like, even though there's, like, an A mode and B mode or something like that, sometimes there's, like, a C mode and a D mode, even though they share the same colors. That does come into play in certain levels. Also, how's audio balance? Like, I know my microphone is kind of shitty. Like, you'll hear popping or peaking or staticky. But I tested on stream. It should be fine. Emphasis on should. A bit quiet, well, thing is, when I record...
Welcome to the New York City Mass Transit System.
There, I turned it up just a little bit. Of course, I must click at least... I must click on at least 13 things before I can get back to the game. Also, I did not hit a checkpoint.
This one's for Johnny.
What was I saying? Forgot what I was gonna say. Damn it. Usually the problem when I record at all, I interrupt myself and then I immediately forget what I said 2 seconds before. Might as well talk about these power-ups. The orange one increases your health capacity by 1. It's really useful. The red one I just ate is like a firefly. It also acts like an extra hit point. And it also goes away when I lose that hit point. Oh, I can just bounce on one TV. Well, good thing I came in here then. Just one... I did not want to go in there. I want to go in here. Oh, it's just another bonus bow. That's what they're called now. Bo. I don't have to do this in every level, I just have to do it once per world. That's it. In other words, this is just good for extra lives. Which, if you're 100%ing this game, you kinda need. Careful you don't hit the skulls too low or too high, otherwise they'll miss. Everything's about timing. Good pose there. See, you don't get another chunk of the remote. You have to do one per world. Is the game quality better now? I turned it up by like 3.0. And by 3.0 I mean according to OBS. It doesn't say the number, it just says the boost. Like, there's 2 different volume settings. There's like the regular volume and then there's boost. I turned up the boost. Eat the 1-up. You could be able to tell what the power-ups just by looking at them. Sometimes you can't. Well, I'm already out of things to talk about. Have you guys got any questions? Like, maybe about the game, or my plans, or me, or whatever. Even if you know them, don't be afraid to ask them. Like, someone else may be watching that doesn't know what you ask. Good, the checkpoint was right there. Ooh, this power-up. This power-up's basically invincibility. Which looks weird for invincibility, but it works. It's an auto-attack thingy. I still can't believe, though, Gex was that expensive at that time. Roof, roof. I don't know if that was audible. I really enjoy a lot of games, actually. But what I mostly enjoy is Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, especially 2. I enjoy Final Fantasy X. I enjoy Beetle Adventure Racing. Everyone knows that game. Not. But I love it. Diddy Kong Racing, Mario 64, New Super Mario Bros. DS, or Craig, I believe it was. I just simply enjoy a lot of games, but those are the ones I especially like. Even Yoshi's Island DS. What can I say? I like challenges. And cuteness. And simplicity. Oh yeah, that right there. It looks like I lost the power-up, but I got it again. That's because these power-ups actually stack. So I had 2 fireflies. That doesn't mean I had double the power. I know nothing about the 3DO, honestly, other than that Gex was for it. I knew Gex was that infamous. Like, I just feel it's underrated. Okay, so notice how this level has a VCR tape container thingy, majingy. That does come into play.
Ooh, trick or treat.
Got hit by the first enemy, good. You know, just because something sells 1 million doesn't mean you should raise the price by 1 million. It's not, like, price formulas should not be X plus number of copies sold. That should not ever be the prices, I don't think. It's just really dumb. I mean, yeah, it's famous, and you're gonna make a lot of money that way, but still, though, calm down on the prices. Brainchild, I don't know a lot of vocabulary.
I'll take this, and this, and this.
Love that.
Geronimo!
Like, every time you collect a fly, I'll take this, and this, and this. I mean, doesn't all systems come before games do?
One for me and one for me.
Like,
oh yeah, it's mail time.
Like, I don't get how games can come before systems do. Like, you build it for a system. So this is a great combination, and it's immediately worn off. I was gonna say, this is a great combination because it's speed and invincibility. Kind of like Super Mario. you you get speed up while you're invincible, but here that's not the case. Speed up's a different power up. Just why is it that expensive? Is it like was it like the first ever console to do discs? Is that why it's expensive? Like, I'm actually curious, what was the first ever console to use discs? Like, I know there's Dreamcast, but I don't know how early that was. I know there's PlayStation, but I know for a fact that's not the first.
I am Iron Man.
Here we go, invincibility and speed up. Dang, we go fast. We go Sonic fast. Maybe a bit too fast. Oh, don't think I just when it run out. Don't you hate that? Invincibility just runs out. And then you get hit. Oh, it is the first? That's really interesting. Not going in there, that's the bonus level. Okay. Don't run, otherwise I'll go too fast. Who's Trip Hawkins? I didn't touch that, I don't care what you said. Like, I don't know who many people are. Like, I don't really pay attention to these things. So yeah, what we just collected there was a VCR tape, or whatever you call them. Every level that has VCR tape container player thingies has a VCR tape. And when you collect these, you get you get a password. And of course, you gotta use this password to resume from this point. However, you do not keep your lives. So our password is Rex. EA, isn't that like the company that mainly produces sports games? I kinda note them for that, really. I know they make a lot of sports games. Ooh, first graphical.
I'm too simple on Walton's Mountain.
Did he just say Incineroar? Gex predicted Gen 7 Pokemon, OMG. Wait, I gotta look at that again. Good. If your character is running up against the wall and not having an animation, you know. Boy, Automod. Everyone loves you. Why do I keep doing that?
Who opened the can of whoop-ass?
Love that quote. Who opened the can of whoop-ass?
Need it.
Is this game rated E for everyone? Like, I actually own this game, but I don't think I actually own the case for it. Why'd I deal with that? I'm gonna... Oh, there's our first lag. I hope it won't lag in other parts of the game. I know for a fact it's going to lag in one other part of the game.
This one's for John.
So yeah, remember how I said every world is themed and every level has a certain gimmick to it? The gimmick of this one is that there's an interior. It's an interior, and there's a bunch of enemies that breathe fire. And these fire bags are douche persons. I'm hungry, damn it. It's a great quote. It's a great quote. I don't know if you heard her, but that was my sister. KA. I believe that's kids to adults.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's tail time.
So, what are some of these enemies supposed to be? Like, I know what they are, I just don't know their names. Her username is Blazy, or Sticky. Yeah, she doesn't like talking to anyone. Or being referenced. Or mentioned. I like calling you Blazy. When mentioning username, I like calling you Sticky or Blazy. Because that's your personas. Or more accurately, I'll call you whatever. Of course you. Wait, wasn't there a... No, I must have been mistaken. Oh. So E for Everyone didn't really exist. We just had kids to adults. I suppose that makes sense. Nothing really was supposed to be... Well, I missed a secret. Gotta get it... Oh yeah. So yeah, coffins bounce you, but how do you get down there? You do this. And apparently you can't bounce on any of those coffins. And yeah, we have a secret. I played this game recently and I've discovered a whole lot of secrets. It's a whole lot of nothing, but it's a whole lot of secret. Wow, this part makes you too fast, wouldn't you say? No, I want that on. Gex, slow down. You're not Micro Mike. Oh my goodness.
For me?
You shouldn't have.
Ow.
Sorry, Mr. Presley.
Okay, so speaking of secrets, does anyone want to tell me what does Sorry Charlie means? What is it from? I've seen that in Sonic Adventure. Like, there's like a random monitor that says the boat is not available. Sorry, Charlie.
Geronimo!
Tuna commercial. What kind of tuna commercial? There's multiple brands of tuna. Charlie the tuna, okay. Starkist? Oh, okay. I like this attention to detail. Normally when you breathe ice at enemies, they freeze to square, but when you breathe at those fire enemies, they die instantly. It's a good attention to detail. Really nice touch. Okay, I know there's a secret I've discovered one time. I'm waiting to get that.
Oh, that has to hurt.
I'll say it right now, it does involve doing that. I'm not gonna spoil when it is, though.
Please do. Let's get back to the mystery van.
It's not an old saying. Trying to read while playing, it's kind of difficult. It's much like it's difficult to talk while reading. Because, you know, playing and talking aren't the same thing. Oh. Oh, okay, I getcha. Sense. No idea how to avoid that. I could have crouched. Because, you know, every game must have a crouch. No, it's one of those things where it's like, how do you avoid an enemy? Oh, you just jump. It doesn't care if they're above you or below, you just jump. You don't attack or duck or anything. Like, that's what you're trained to do in Mario. Okay, I like this. How do you get those 1-ups? Like that. That's what I meant. The fly coins indicate well what you have to do. I mean, you can get them like that, but you're supposed to jump down there, even though that stuff kills you normally. Yeah, this level kind of has two bullshit things about it. One of them is like right here. So yeah, that was a world remote, hence why it's a different style. Okay, I'm gonna save state, because you have to see this bullshit right here. Like, you're not going to get this on your first playthrough. This is why I said, if you want 100% this game, you're not going to do it on your first try. So, remember how I said I suck at tail bouncing? Because that's what you have to do here. And you can't keep your run momentum. I don't know how you can keep, like, I know you can on a certain level, but I just cannot do it there. And these enemies move left and right, so it's even more difficult. Like, am I pressing too many buttons? Sense. I killed him with my mouth. That leads to the bonus level, for the record, but there are so many easier ones in this world alone. So, why would you do it right there and then? Maybe it's the speedrunner's way. I did see a speedrun this game. It's like 100%. There's like two categories, console and PC. Why is there a category for PC? Like, I didn't know this game was also for PC. But it's like, the console version takes an hour and 20 minutes. The PC version takes 54. Well, how? I don't understand. Seems like we bit each other. Hope bit each other. Good saying. Take care not to kill myself. So, remember this technique. It will become important, but you don't want to do it too close to the block, otherwise you fall, just like I just did. Trying to read, but I can't. But I forgot to mention the power-ups. You can either eat them or tail whip them. If you eat them, you get their effects. If you tail whip them, you only get 1 health back. There's a power-up that gives you 1 health back anyway, so tail whipping them makes no difference. In my LP, I did a challenge run where I could only tail whip stuff. I couldn't get their effects. And honestly, it wasn't that hard.
Kill your TV, man.
Except for one boss. But I don't think that boss had full health recovery pickups anyway. So, that boss was just hard. So, can you guess what this remote is gonna turn on? Yes. It turns on the slime. And you know what that means? We have our first boss. As a kid, this boss was like friggin' impossible for me.
Welcome to the New York
I guess
City
because it was an auto-scroller. It doesn't look like it, but this boss is an auto-scroller.
What now, Jaja?
What is this thing supposed to be? I guess this boss was hard because of this attack. I always get hit. It's basically the Robotnik Metropolis boss. Oh, I didn't know you could tail whip those. It's mainly this phase that kills me. The auto-scrolling gets faster. And she's dead.
Yes, there is no substitute.
Just like there's no substitute for everybody.
3, 2, let's get
idea what I'm saying half the time. So, no indication there's a remote, no indication there's a VHS tape, but thank goodness they give us one. Our password is... I get not English well. No, use the remote, damn it. Use the world remote, which doesn't have a graphical glitch. So you can use world remotes to either access them from other worlds, or you can just go back to the dome and access it from there. I'm not sure if you have to use a remote, period.
And it hurts.
My inner childhood is... my inner adulthood is coming out, but I don't feel like I'm an adult yet. What am I doing? Oh, you could do that while... Good. Second world, first level, Twin Towers. Okay, let me ask right now. In my LP,
Looks like Beetlejuice threw up.
in my LP, I did the blue side most of the time. What do you want me to do here? Do you want me to do both? Do you want me to do only pink side?
One for me and one
Cause
for me.
I like showing
That patrol
variety.
here's a full house.
I really love this world, especially as a kid, because, you know, it's pretty obvious why I liked it as a kid. I still like it today. It may not look like a twin tower, but it is. It does split eventually. Right, like right here. I guess I'll do pink first. I never really did pink. Good.
Hey, reruns of Rhoda.
Well, okay. I suppose it doesn't matter. Maybe I'll do both. Like, nah. Well, here I have to go switch here. There's a point where they intersect anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, notice how I didn't get hurt there? That was because of my tail attack. Like I said, it turns you invincible.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good.
Tail time.
I really don't like these enemies because not only do they throw their nuts at you, but they take 2 hits. And when you hit them once, they don't have their clothes on anymore. But when they don't have their clothes on, they can't throw their nuts at you anymore because they don't have pockets. Like I said, that power makes you too fast. Try to go fast, die. Which, I can understand why people don't like Sonic sometimes. It's because of that very reason. Try to go fast, die.
He's dead.
He's dead. How did I let go there?
Support your local library.
I have not seen most of this pink tower. But this is basically the part where I can't choose anymore.
That's it, baby. Give me love.
Like, how could a camera give you love? This power-up is high jump. I think it's indefinite, but you lose it as soon as you get hit. Just like most power-ups. And just, yeah. Go on the pink side, because never shown it. I think the pink side's easier anyway. Such a long climb. See, it took so long we're now in space. Oh, I lost the high jump.
Hey, look, SNL. Who said tights would work for you?
If I don't understand a word he's saying sometimes, it's because my headset only plays in one speaker.
Hungry, must find food.
So, where's the bonus level? It's down here. I mean, there's like a big fuck-off wall up there, so of course it's down here. And I'm gonna save state because this bonus level sucks so bad, and I don't know where any others are.
It's bonus time.
So this one is just collect the bugs, and you do it by just hugging walls. And I'm immediately fucking up. Like this, you can't mess around in this. You can't. Also, they're silver bugs, silver coin challenge, except there's 30. Nope, can't miss them.
It's bonus time.
Okay, can we not suck? 1, 2, 3, and then yeah. Eh, eh. 1, 2. Left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I got it. You have to get it perfect, mind you. You can't miss even one, otherwise you don't get the remote. Or the chunk of the remote. Well, that's obviously a UFO remote. I wonder where we will go when that remote is complete. Okay, so interesting thing I discovered in my LP, and I've more researched about it recently. Notice how there's fly coins down here? There's another secret. And these mid-air portals suck because you have to press up basically as soon as you drop, like that. And this one leads to somewhere very interesting. It basically leads to a plethora of fly coins. Basically good for grinding lives. But don't touch the floor. As soon as you do, it just kicks you out. You don't have to collect every fly coin, it's just good for one-ups. There's a certain part of this where I was so confused how to progress because I wasn't allowed to use power-ups, and you're supposed to use a power-up to progress. No, I didn't touch that. I don't care what you say. I forgot. If some don't tail whip, because your tail counts as your hitbox towards portals. Yeah, there's some portals in this game where if you so much as activate one, cause one to appear, it just sucks you in like a black hole. So do not tail whip as you're going down. Does it anyway. Nope, can't touch the leg of a chair either. Or couch. I can't do that. This is gonna take a while, so... what should I talk about? Well, I mean, at the library recently, there was annoying kids as usual, and, the one specifically who always bugged me to play Dive.io has several other kid friends who sits with him, and, kids these days are so misbehaving, especially in, like, public facilities. They just constantly make noise, get their warnings, don't learn their lessons, disrupt others while they work. It's just not good for anybody. They do give me good stories to talk about. Okay, so here's what I thought you had to do, because I couldn't use power-ups, was to not go in this portal, because I thought it led basically nowhere, and just do like a frame-perfect bullshit. And it just kills me. Also, let me show you what happens when you die specifically in this bonus level. I did not hear Gex getting hurt because it's in the right speaker and I can't hear.
And it hurts.
Yeah, instead of putting you at the level, it puts you, like, next to it. Don't worry, it still puts you at the checkpoint. And no, I'm not going to stop that. And here we have trial and error. Fortunately, I know the way to go. Right? And then left. And then left. And then left. And then right. And here we go. So yeah. Remember this power-up? It's the high jump. I tail-whipped it because I couldn't use power-ups. So I took forever figuring out what to do in this section. And even with the high jump, you can just barely make it. From here on out, you're basically safe from touching the ground, although there's still some parts that kick you out, suck you in like a black hole. I did read someone's comment, like, this game is kind of clashes based on the style. This is safe ground, by the way. Dick move. Yeah, up here specifically is a bunch of ones, but anyway. I can kinda see the clashing. I mean, it's supposed to be that way, because Gex is just going in televisions. Except not really clashing, because you know, the artists designed Gex, they also designed the tile sets, so it doesn't really clash, unless it's like the sprite of Gex was designed by one artist, and the tile set was designed by another. Well, here's a dead end. I basically have to give myself away to the black hole. I'm just gonna call these the black hole portals, because that's just what they are. Instead of putting you at the checkpoint, it puts you right here. Again, I don't really mind this game's sins, because it's still really that good. I really find it underrated. I'm not getting that high jump because it doesn't do me any favors. It doesn't count as an extra hit. It really doesn't. Oh boy, 1 HP hype. Must always point it out when I have 1 HP. I don't care if I'm playing as Mario 64 hack, watching someone else play Mario 64 hack, or just any game, just 1 HP hype. I like how even when you're invincible, these things make a sound effect as if they hit you, like dong. Like that. You hear it? I love some of the sound effects the game makes sometimes, like that ooh right there. I would call that a cheap shot, but you're meant to wait till that guy turns around. So, how long did I take to clear that level? Felt like it was a bit much. A jungle remote. Pow!
Looks like Beetlejuice threw up.
Why do you say that so much? You say it in this game and you say it in Gex too. Oh, I don't get any bonus points.
Hey, look! SNL.
Oh, I want to eat that power-up. That was the electricity fly, which is kinda broken. It's very broken. So the gimmick of this level is that it's basically everything hurts. And everything... It's basically... Everything wants to destroy you, but you can also destroy everything. It's that type of level.
I'll take this, and this, and this.
But it's somewhat of a labyrinth. Don't worry, the remotes are not that hidden. Here's electricity fly. So yeah, this thing is broken because you can shoot 3. And you can just spam it so much. Oh, I didn't realize there was a jackhammer glitch. Much like in Zelda. If you don't know what I'm talking about, jackhammer is a glitch in Zelda 2, where if you mash down, you attack quicker than usual. There's the jungle remote. Got it. Yeah, same deal here. If you spam down and lick, you can just spam a bunch of projectiles, apparently. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Was gonna point out about the TV, but couldn't because I didn't see it.
Higher, higher, lower.
Higher, higher, lower. The stream's gonna devolve around me quoting Gex a bunch. I don't know, I like making sound effects as I see them. I didn't realize you could whack the presents. I was wondering why I didn't get hit sometimes. So, how are you liking this game so far? Like, I know you're not playing it, but...
Someone ring the dinner bell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, tail time.
just curious.
If this were a plane crash, I could eat the other passengers.
Gex makes a lot of references. Some are obvious, some are not so obvious. That, I believe, was from Lost. It really is. Well, there's the VCH tech. Must always devolve around speaking gibberish. I love the health extenders because not only do they extend your health, they also restore it to full. It's just the best power-up. Sense. Stop sucking. Sometimes you just gotta tank it. That's just sometimes the best way to get by things. Okay, I know there's a bonus level in this stage. If there's any bonus stage speedrunners go after, it's the one in this level. I found it exactly once. Well, good thing there's no chain reaction on these dynamites, otherwise we'd be screwed. And we just light it, and then crash the server. And then it runs at 1 frame per second. And then Zombie complains. I did get... Yay! Would appreciate it if you didn't say the same quote every time you finished the level. Play the tape, play the next stream. Hello everybody. Okay, that's not. Time for... Okay, this level... Nice duck lips on the right. Rocket! Okay,
Looks like bugs after the trucks.
Okay, before I say anything, did you notice it said find 1 remote? This level actually has 2. It does not tell you if there's duplicate remotes. Which... it's okay for this, because... I mean... Yeah... Can't tell you how it's okay. Like... It's just an optional stage. You don't need it for anything. You don't need it for the extra ending. You don't. It's just a nice little optional stage. Anyway. This stage, in my physical copy of Gex, I remember this stage specifically because the game would not load it because the disc was, like, all scratched up and such. Touched his eyes and he killed me.
Rocket Man!
I rarely hear that a lot.
For 12 years of Full House.
But yeah, I just... Because of that... Because of the crashing, the disc couldn't read, I just
Hope I don't make a wrong turn and end up on another
couldn't
game of
finish
asteroids.
this nostalgic game for me as a... Necromonicon. Am I pronouncing that correctly? I can't pronounce many things correctly, apparently.
Rocket Man! Rocket Man!
Stop saying Rocket Man.
Geronimo!
Say Geronimo more often than anything. Ow!
Hope I don't make a wrong turn and end up on an old game of asteroids.
You're already there. Left? What do you mean go left? I sure am going left and finding a whole lot of nothing. Wow! I found a whole lot of nothing! Wow! He's eating food! I love that. Why'd you moonwalk?
hated this thing.
Who hated this thing? And that's people. You just said that. Also, I think I may have missed the secret. I may have missed a secret. Ow. There's like a secret remote before a checkpoint. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. It's right here. Dick move. Well, I mean, common sense. Yeah, that's how they get you sometimes. Common sense tells you to stay still when you fall, unless indicated otherwise, but there's no indication. So let's be careful to not die. Because last time I played this, I did not actually get that remote. Why? You gotta love the death. You gotta love it when you die, though. You just... TV turns staticky, and then he's just slowly going towards the camera. Okay, let's get the remote again. Let's not forget. Because you do not keep the remote. You don't. Well, I mean, if you know how Gex works, I guess common sense would tell you, hey, stick to the wall. It's a stickable wall. I love how there's 4 1-ups here. You can just grind lives right here, right now. Okay, tilt downwards. Remember, the blue rockets you can tilt, the red rockets go straight forward. Just remember that. Or purple rocket. Quick question, do you call those blue rockets or red rockets? Blue rockets or purple rockets? I know this is a red rocket. I'm just gonna call them blue rockets because their wings are blue. And purple is made of blue anyway, so... Nice. I did get both remotes, right? Okay, good.
Kill your TV, man.
Kill it.
No, I'm too young to have a second childhood.
Let's open those levels up right away. Starting with the boss. Not gonna do the boss yet. I'm gonna do this level here. So this level hasn't... This level is interesting. There's no remote. This level's gimmick is...
Looks like Beetlejuice threw up.
Yeah, this gimmick is Beetlejuice threw up. No. The gimmick with this level is... Wait for it.
It's tail time.
Pick a door, any door, and it sends you to the nighttime or daytime version of the level. Which is cool, if not for the fact that this is somewhat of a maze. I still like this level, though. I just like the aesthetics of it. Fortunately, the game's generous enough to tell you where to go sometimes. But just sometimes. Sometimes sometimes the way it points you to go is towards 1-ups and stuff. I may be at the beginning now, but it turns out I can progress. Let's try going in here. I'll take that. So, this level reminds me, and I've said it in my LP, but there was this book. Yeah, that quote right there, behind one of these doors, is a brand new car. That quote right there is especially reminding me. There's this math book that teaches me quite a bit of math. I love math, for the record. I love numbers, in fact. I just don't like algebra and geometry. Well, I like some algebra. Anyway. Okay. Okay, quick pause from that. Look at that mountain above the life counter. Good. No idea why it's doing that. Anyway, the thing that is reminding. The book had, like, a thing... I forgot what the book's called, actually, but I'll mention it anyway. There's this thing... Where do we go? I guess this way. No, not this way. The book had, like, a question that was like... There's, like, 3 doors. Behind one of them is a brand new car. You choose a door, one of the 3 doors, and then the host, who knows where the car is, picks an empty door and asks if you want to change your mind. Should you? So, first of all, answer that question, and I'll say what the alleged answer is. And if you know the book, please tell me. Or if you've seen something similar to it.
Soylent Green is good. Phone call for Mr. Hoffa.
Yeah, this level's doors is... Sometimes they're fake. There's brick walls, there's trains. There's a third one. You can guess what the third one is, based on the cartoon biome. You can guess.
If this were a plane crash, I could eat the other plane.
The answer is switch. Yeah, the answer is if you switch, you have a 66% chance of getting the car. If you don't, you have a 33% chance. It makes no gosh dang sense. But apparently that's the answer. For more information, visit this site. Insert site here. Something, something, Monty, something, something. Button replace car with goat. If you know that site, I don't remember it. There's the third thing. Just woman taking a shower. What would it be like if house? Yeah, clearly that site has it. So, who bought that site again? Who bought that domain? I wonder what those people are. Could it be Ed and Eddie? This background reminds me of Ed and Eddie for some reason. I don't know, it's just the trailers. And the question is, where do I go? Like I said, this level's confusing. Not that door. I like how I got that door every time. Gecko Fry never closes. Oh, Flash. Paying attention to chat. Let's go in here. I don't know, it's like, if you change your mind, you obviously want to pick that door now and not the one you picked. I like this moon. If you stand on it too long, it just vanishes.
Hungry. Must find food.
Anyway,
Someone ring the
if you
doorbell.
if you change your mind, you're automatically gonna lose. Cause he picks the door that does not have the car in it. And if you don't change your mind, you still have a 33% chance. Cause you picked it before the host did.
Behind one of these doors is a brand new car.
Well, I mean, I sure did pick the one that didn't have the car so many times. Oh, okay, here we go.
This is a brand new car.
Stop saying that, Gex. You remind me of a terrible question. It's bad math. Yeah, my point is, change your mind, you automatically lose. Don't, you have a 33% chance.
I'm hungry, damn it.
I'm hungry, damn it.
Got my eyes, I can't see.
Well, I mean, I can still sleep. I'm back here. Please don't die now. I guess just portals are good for lives. I mean, I have 87 lives. Also, this... Oh. Is this a friendly glove? What? Why? What is with that one? I don't get it. Okay, good, I'm not stuck. Bouncy stars, why not? Should have tail whipped that, honestly. I have way too many lives. There we go.
My inner child is coming out.
And it hurt.
Peril Strand. Clearly I'll play Super Mario Star Road Peril Mode. Have you ever heard of that? If you don't know, it's basically you're in constant gas effect, where your health steadily drops as if you're in toxic gas. And if you're playing Star Road Deluxe, there's a secret mode where you have 1 HP, which is real fun. Except when you're swimming, though. You still have 8 HP when you're swimming. But everything else, 1 HP. Fall from a great height, die. Touch a Goomba, die. Where's the camera? It's up here, isn't it? Trying to think to maybe get it. I mean, if you change your mind, then that counts as you picked every door that was open. Then I can kinda see it. But it's like, if he always opens the ones that don't have it, you still have a 1% chance of getting it right. It's like, think of it as like, oh, you choose wrong, here, let's reveal what the other doors were anyway, just so you know what you could have gone home with. Where is... This level's getting to me. Like, camera's down here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So the health extender. Get off the way! Sound balance is still good, right? Sometimes I talk too loud. If I talk too loud, you can't hear me at all. If I talk too quiet, you also can't hear me at all. Where do I go? Where do I go, game? I don't see a way. I don't see a way past. Okay, here we go. There we go. Brain is mush. Really? Checkpoint right here? Well, point is, I've already spoken about it. It's at least gone off my mind. Just thought I mentioned it. However, what I still don't know is where the site was or what the book was. I would like to see that book again someday. Because that book had some really frickin' interesting stuff that I love to read or to just look at. It taught me about the Mobius ring, which technically has only one side, when most things have at least 2 or more. It taught me about gravity, Well, I kinda knew about gravity anyway, but it taught me... Yeah. Are you seeing that down there? Look down there by the spikes. Do you see the blackness? It's like most background problems with... It's a background thing, like if you go too high or too low, you just see plain blackness. I'll say it, this is my least favorite level. Like, sure, its gimmick is interesting, but it just takes too long to get through it. Okay, going in that door does nothing. Oh. Okay, hit the camera and then go through the door. Or die. No, I get it. You do that, you go into this door, and then it takes you here, and then these spawn in. There we go. Oh, boom! Health. You want to activate? Up, well, there's a 1-up. Wait, isn't there a part where... Oh, I like this. Step on the piano. Good. Where do I... What do I do? Where do I go? That's bad conveyance. Here's an interesting part. The spikes retract. And I get hurt anyway. Good thing I didn't get hurt and hurt at the same time. Don't care about 1-ups at this point. I have way too many. Well, I died there. Okay. Am I near the exit? Can I beat the level today? I would love to know how long I've actually been in this level. Well, here's the end. Here's the end. Since I can't go right anymore. Give me camera. Cheese! So, who says cheese when they take a picture? Or when you're told to say cheese, do you actually say it? Or like, when you're given pictures, like, what do you hear? What are you requested to say? For us, it's like cheese.
Kill your TV, man.
Alright, finally, done with this world. Every world from here on should be quick.
My inner child is coming out.
And it hurts.
You just smile, you just don't get told anything. Don't get told to say something, so you're forced to smile. Speaking of being forced to smile, when you're out there in the sun, even though when you're sad, doesn't the sun force a smile on your face? And you feel such positive flowing into your body? Because that happened to me. Second boss, the Fluctuator.
Looks like bugs after the trucks.
So, what is this a reference to? I mean, he's fat, he's a superhero, he farts to move around, and to beat him, you have to drop anvils on him. Blech. Aw, I missed. Aw, I hate it when I miss. Blech. I think the only way to progress this fight is to actually hit him 3 times in a row. It actually doesn't count if you hit him only once or twice. You have to hit him 3 times in a row, which is kind of stupid. Let's confirm that. Last time it took like 11 hits. There's 4. 5. 6. You gotta love it when your main method of attacking is just slamming your face into walls.
You are a disgrace.
Like, how many bosses do that? You slam into your face into walls, and then you just fly, and then you just get some... Okay, so it is. You have to specifically hit him 3 times in a row, or it doesn't count. Clearly he has health regeneration.
Yes, there is no substitute.
Can we go for 3? Next boss, he says that as well.
No, I'm too young to have a second childhood.
Thankfully, we're done here. Not gonna say that this time. Hold on, let's test. Going back to the dome. The dome. The dome. No, you have to use a remote. Hey, that would make sense. That would only make sense. Are we ready for Jungle Isle?
Would you get down?
So thankfully this only has 2 levels, as we're seeing here. And one of them is really sucky. This one isn't bad. Already we're gonna find a remote to a different level. Feeding Frenzy. That doesn't sound good at all.
Soon there will be a smoke belching factory here.
There'll be a what? There'll be a what? There'll be a what?
Need it, need it, need it.
I didn't touch that. So yeah, the stage is called Feeding Frenzy because there's piranhas. Eat the thing! Oh my goodness. That was good. So yeah, this stage is based around a bunch of wild animals out to eat ya. They are man-eating trees. Go back to your telly or I will eat you.
I'll take this, and this, and this.
But yeah, this level's based around that and rafts.
Read a book.
I think this world is actually the worst world in my opinion. The one after this is also meh, but I at least find it more enjoying than this. Ah, it's a spider! Not only are there animals out there to kill you, there's also spike traps.
For me?
You can just spam fire when you're ducking. Ooh, can you duck here? You can, but I missed the power-up. Who needs power-ups? I wonder how many sprites the PlayStation can handle. Assuming it actually works that way. I assume a sprite is the same as like a 3D model or something. Or how does that work? Like... These Eevees are getting aggressive now. They're shooting electricity at you. Another spider. Thankfully, fire beats bug. But ghost doesn't. One up, not gonna get it. I already have 99. Oh, finally a checkpoint. I can see how some people don't like this game based off of this world alone. There's a raft there, I'm not gonna take it, because there's secrets. So, did you hear that? Bonus level.
It's bonus time.
Okay, so this one's really bad, because, again, you have to catch bugs, but they're on waterfalls. Try not to run, because you, like, skid like crazy. Don't run unless you have to. Tail whip if you must. But you... Again, you have to get every single one of them. Come on! Yeah, got him! First try. In my LP, you have no idea how many tries that took. It took like 10. I guess it's because I usually run. Remember, running is bad. in tight spaces, because you skid everywhere. In fact, let's test that. Assuming I can get on surface. Okay. Okay, so here's walking. You stop basically instantly. Here's running. Yeah, you, like, skid. Well, assuming you, like, turn instantly, at least. Raph was down there. I'm not gonna take it. Ooh, health extender. Swimming's kind of awkward in this game. I mean, yeah, it's like jump to swim as in most 3D games, but if you're not familiar with this game at all, then when you drop in the water, you're gonna think that's instant death, basically. But there are levels where you're required to swim. And you only learn right there that you can press jump to swim. I mean, the fact that this is kind of instant death for now is okay-ish. I mean, it tells you how to swim later. That's okay, I didn't take that long.
Welcome to the jungle.
Well, welcome to the jungle. One quote I remember from a specific song I really like. We got lots of rain. A fuck ton of rain. I don't know how the lyrics go, but I know how the song goes. Something's chasing us here. Moving at exactly the right speed. Kind of reminding me of Yoshi's Island DS, how there's like, in 3-1, there's like a lungefish-infested pool. And, specifically that body of water is actually instant death. If the it doesn't matter where the lungefish is, it eats you anyway. If you somehow get out of the water, if it's like off screen, if you get in the water at all, you just die. Really? I'm not gonna save state. This is an easy enough game for me. Hello, green Hadoo. I wonder what kind of Hadoo is that? Though I can carry more lives now, I'm not gonna... I should shut up. Just try to get health extender, if I'm even allowed to. I forgot, that's invincibility right here. I'm invincible! I don't need no stinking raft when I got invincibility. Who needs to swim when you can fly? World remote. In plain sight, as per the rules. Ooh, I like this here. The only way to get past this is to either swim under, or if you don't know how to swim, you have to do that. That will become important. Ooh, I love that feature. When the gorilla gets angry, it causes earthquakes that can shake you off of any wall you stick to. Give me that health back. So a common problem I have when swimming, if your feet touch the bottom of the screen, you can no longer actually swim. I recall that being a thing. Remind me if it isn't. But I seem to remember that being a thing. Also, how do you get over there? Well, the remote's not even there, but... Okay, good, I got both remotes.
Well, that's what I call getting some tail.
Gex can fly, but only in Gex 3, though. There's like a power-up that enables you to glide. Kind of like Knuckles. Except you can't climb on walls, though. Too bad. Okay, so if you don't count the bonus levels, and I didn't turn on the telly, no one has a purpose, we're all gonna die, let's watch TV. Congo Chaos. Okay, so if you don't count bonus levels, this is the worst level of the game.
Whose job was it to mow the lawn?
or one would say it's the worst level of the game right away, because
For me and one for me.
skip that. There's a wall here. How do you get past it? Like this. Yep, we got auto scroll. That immediately makes people think they're bad levels. Is there really an auto scroller that anyone does like? I mean, I don't dislike them, I just don't like them. Good thing we get electricity so we can spam it. Thankfully, this auto-scroller is just slow enough. Oh, there is a way to skip the auto-scrolling, but it's like frame perfect. And the speedrun I watched had an annotation. It was like, "Jeez, skip to blah. Like, no one likes auto-scrollers." Like, there's that much hate, I believe. I really hate those spear guys. The only real way to get rid of them is to tail bounce on them. Like, for Gex, your main attack is just tail whipping, not really bouncing on top of enemies.
Hey, where's Ringo?
It's just like, how do you kill enemies? Jump. How do you avoid enemies? Jump. Assuming you don't have an attack, that is. Like, don't you guys have that problem too? Like, how do you dodge enemies? You just jump. Checkpoint. I would love a checkpoint. Like, it's common in Mario at least. Paratroopa, jump. Goomba, jump. Bowser, jump. Stock sound effect. I remember that sound effect in RPG Maker. It's called Damage 3. It just sounds like dry violence. Dry bloodshed. Here's a good section. You just go up, go down, go up. Except I'm kind of falling behind. Because just like many auto-scrollers, if you get squished by the camera, yes, the camera, then you die. Yeah, that is a that's like 100% foolproof. You cannot have enemies live by turning off the console. That reminds me, ever had a feeling where when you turn off consoles that the game is secretly still running? It's like, hey, this happened, but good thing you're not seeing it. When you turn the game back on, it like remembers that it actually happened or something. It's much like when in Super Mario 64 DS, if I'm pretty much guaranteed to be eaten by Bubba, I don't exit course, I turn off the console. I frickin' cannot stand seeing Vor. I don't want to see Mario being eaten by Bubba. Both in DS or 64. That frickin' Bubba thinks he's so cool. He's a bully, and he bullies you by eating you. Enough talk about that. Ow! Must do the soft-spoken ow from Spyro. Ow! Like, what kind of death cry is that? Just a whisper, ow! Not fair, you have a bigger whip than me. Bigger lash than me. Of course, as per jungle law, we have chanting. I did not want to tail whip that. Or tail lash, I meant. No, this is tail whip. This is tongue lash. I believe that's what they're called in the game. That's how you kill the enemy. You jump and attack. Gex has so many stock effects. Oh, by the way, remember that shining tail whip? If you do it this way, you also do it. No, actually that's not true. You only do it when you're on a wall face. Remember, wall face and wall side are different. Face is, you know, when Gex's full body is facing away from you, and a wall side is, you know, this. Remember that. Probably eating that was a bad idea. Don't get squished by the camera. Camera is your one true enemy in every game. Ooh, tricky, tricky. That's how you get past it. I don't think I've ever made it past that without taking damage, but I'm glad I did now. Tail whip that. Cheese. What are other terms besides cheese when you want to smile? Do you say just stupid stuff? Haderpadu. Except that doesn't make you smile automatically. I mean, there's words that rhyme with cheese. There's ease. Fuzzy pickles. Oh, I remember this part. You have to use this power-up to go extremely fast so that you can make it towards a secret. Right here. Tree. So the section up there features a bunch of spikes that move up and down, and each spike that moves up and down gets gradually faster and faster and faster. There's like 10 of those things. I like the spazzing out background, by the way, which, look at that pile of gold. It resembles something. Oh boy, underwater movement. So slow underwater. Like in every game. Unless you're a penguin or a Koopa. Okay, I won't take it. Well, there's the exit. Oh no, the auto-scroller is going past it. Oh no! Except, don't worry, we can actually go back. You can go back. In fact, here we go, see? Like, the thing's moving super duper fast. I don't care.
Gee, Scoob, let's get back to the mystery van.
Wrong world, bucko. Huh? Oh. Okay. Use remote. Who would have guessed the boss was... Who would have guessed that... Who would have guessed the boss was right there? One other quote he says here is, George, George, George of the jungle. Starfy, what are you referencing that? What context is that?
Me, Gex, you, Jane.
Me, Gex, you, Jane. So here's an interesting boss. This is the only boss you can't actually damage. Your only option is to jump.
Mental note.
Your only option is to go up. What did you break?
They said testing
What seal?
here would have no effect.
Oh. Oh no, now the ham won't be fresh. Oh no! I really hate it when stuff basically requires nails to open. Saws?
Mental note.
Grow up later.
Good.
Welcome to the jungle.
I mean, it says right there, climb to the top. That's your only way of progressing. Oh, I forgot you just stick to the wall, but this place has so many holes and ledges that you can't really do that.
I'm gonna be sick.
Maybe. Well, that sound effect reminds me.
Creature is that spy?
Every time Chaos from Sonic Adventure attacks, he goes, "Oh." What?
We all just get along.
Just do it. Close the door. They won't care. No one cares about the... I can't, actually.
Someone, ring the dinner bell!
I can't move, otherwise the internet might disconnect. Quality stream.
Me, Gex, you, Jane. Can't we all just get along?
Yeah, right. Can't we just all get along? Can't we? We want a friendly world together, right?
Grow up later.
A world where nothing can go wrong? Right? Isn't that all what we desire the most? Fair.
Loved you in The Empire Strikes Back.
Can't possibly get hit here. Over here.
Captain, she says she's defending.
The edge is basically safe, I suppose.
I'm hungry, damn it!
Good. I immediately get hit.
Loved you in The Empire Strikes Back.
What did he say right there?
What kind of...
Oh, Starfy can't move? Oh, Starfy can move underwater no problem? Is that what you're saying? Ooh, this thing has wings. Please! This boss is really not exciting. Like, this isn't even the hardest boss. The hardest boss is the World 4 one.
Probably think that hurts. Ow!
Another quote from an episode where I got a game over. If I die again, I'm just gonna save state it.
All this thanks to Miracle Grow.
Also, someone is messaging me on Discord. I should probably check that.
Can't we all just get along?
That is rather funny. You gotta love it when something controls better in water than they do on land.
Captain, she says she's defending her.
Okay, let's not run until absolutely necessary because I keep falling off. I think that's the strategy with this boss. Don't run until absolutely necessary. I like the little carvings on the wall.
You're just mad because you're lonely.
I need that. Stop running. I don't need to. You get quite a bit of distance without running. Even with running, not that much more distance. And you can even make it on ledges you normally wouldn't think you could make. Controlling out of water, controlling more in water than out of it, reminds me of how like the formula for Chow movement. It's like if swim and run are both 0, running, or rather crawling, is obviously much faster. But when they're both like 4,000, they're pretty much the same speed now. That was high jump, wasn't it?
Where is that spot?
That was probably high jump, and I wasted it. You don't need it, because you're gonna get hit anyway. See, yeah, he makes ledges you wouldn't think he makes. Eat that. Oh my goodness. It's not even this boss's fault, it's just my gaming. Or my platforming. What? Why can't he make this jump? Okay, there we go.
Can't we all just get along?
Come on. No!
Got my eyes, I can't see.
Okay, I think we're save stating now. I mean, I've done this game by a challenge without save states. So, Oh, climb. I would climb the wall if this place didn't have so many holes, that's the thing. But yeah, I barely registered the wall as the wall faces barely being a thing, so thank you for pointing that out. Like, it's like, this place has so many holes. I don't register as the wall being as useful. But thank you for pointing it out. It's a thing I can attach to, so I can maybe avoid the boss. I suppose it's useful for that. Like, yeah, you cannot grab onto the wall from so many... Like, I was nowhere near the hole and he couldn't grab onto it. What's stupid? Yeah, look at this. I can clearly make it, and he just doesn't.
I'm gonna be sick.
The ham?
She says she's the
The ham we got is worse. Okay, good thing I got that power
I'm gonna be
late.
sick.
Okay, now I'm gonna save state.
Dodge, jungle.
Oh, right, I can hold up if I fall. I forgot. Assuming I can grab onto something in the first place, like, you've seen how detective it was?
mental.
Grow up, baby.
This might be a good time to rest my voice a bit, because I need to focus.
Empire Strikes Back. You're just mad because
It's 8:57. I just now noticed that there's foreground. I just now noticed that there's foreground. Like, it didn't really caught to my attention until...
I'm hungry, damn it!
Oh, I see. Right here is useful, I suppose. What about here? Nope.
Loved you in The Empire Strikes Back.
Eh.
They said testing A-bomb.
Okay, for the record, I held up the entire time. He did not cling to a wall.
You're just mad because you're lonely.
Maybe.
Captain, she says she's defending her egg.
Okay, this is the hardest part right here. Okay, save stating here. Good thing I did.
Captain, she says she's defending her egg.
I'm gonna be sick.
There's the end. And one of our enemies helps us.
Mental note.
How nice.
Grow up, baby.
Oh no!
What kind of creature is that?
Splash. Gruesome death. I hope that didn't cause static.
Say goodbye, you little
Oh, you get extra lives depending on how many health points you have. Really nice. I didn't catch that on.
Would you get down?
Fix bib. Everything is just bib. Finally, fourth world. Just 3. We're like halfway done with the game now. Kung Fu-ville. Ville-E. Why is there E's in sentence in words that's just never sounded like Town E Center or Ville E? Like, I never got it. Sumo City.
My name is Kane. I seek water.
Me, Gex,
One
you,
for
Jay.
me and one for me.
Oh, I thought they were the same person. So remember Dynamite from the Toonland? Well, and remember how I said there's no chain reactions? Well, now there is.
Number 1, raise sheep.
So be very careful in these stages. Fortunately, there's nothing really hidden. I really like these sumo guys because you can just bounce on their stomach forever. They don't die. Ow.
And flashbacks, and I wasn't even there.
Bouncy, bouncy. So, this place has some gruesome enemies. Oh yeah, you don't have to stand on the dynamite, you just touch it and it counts. So, I remember this stage specifically... I remember the stage specifically for Gex not shutting up about, I hope this is Year of the Gecko, I hope this is Year of the Gecko. There we go. Punishing my live counter. What even are those eyeball bats? I know you didn't see it that much, but yeah, these... What are these things supposed to be? Are these things like Airymans? I know Airyman is an enemy in Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 3. Are those what those are supposed to be? I mean, I kinda know some creatures where in Final Fantasy where they're what they're supposed to be. Like some are just obvious, like Chimera or Manticore and stuff like that. And then there's stuff like the Yamatana Orochi, Shinryu. I did not notice that warp there. Oh, it's one of those warps. I gotcha. I'm gonna have fun with the Yamatana Orochi in Final Fantasy 1, by the way.
I hope this is the Year of the Gecko.
Because, as I've said in Final Fantasy 1, there's like several enemies that have a 1 in 64 chance of appearing on one specific floor. And, said enemies have a 1 in 60... Not only do they have a 1 in 64 chance of appearing, they appear by themselves, which is even more fun, and they have a 1% chance of dropping a unique item. So, it's about as rare as getting a shiny anything in Pokemon. It's that bad. And not only that, I can't really manip saves. I can't manip RNG by save stating. I can kinda do it, but not really. Ooh, here we go, red water. So, blue water equals okay, green means hurt, and red means death. Why are they appearing alone? I'm not concerned about how powerful they are, I'm concerned about their item drop rate. Like, if there was more than one, I at least have more than one chance of getting the ludicrously rare item. And, yeah. At least with pink puffs in Final Fantasy 4, there's like 8 of them appearing at one time. They are rare enemies, but at least since there's multiples of them, you have greater chance of getting the item. So yeah, anyway, this bonus level, you collect fly coins, not even silver ones, just regular ones, and they do indeed count up towards your life total, so you get even more 1-ups this way. No! Go! There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect! Only one more chunk to go. I like how the remote actually followed the screen. But yeah, do you get why they appear alone is a bad thing? Again, I'm not concerned about how powerful they are. They are really damn powerful, don't get me wrong, but it's the items that I want from them.
Ha, that is wild.
Yeah, that was wild.
Now listen to me, grasshopper.
So, speaking of appearing alone or not, in Final Fantasy 1 Mod of Balance specifically, like, I wasn't having trouble getting items from the enemies in question. Instead, I was having trouble with how many of them were actually appearing, despite their 1 in 64 counter rate. If you know any...
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I remember that quote from Rush Hour. I love Rush Hour anyway. In Mod of Balance, not hard mode, Mod of Balance, which is easier, there's like 2 Warmechs and 2 prototypes. Warmech itself is already extremely powerful. Prototypes are basically Warmechs on crack. And if you know anything about Final Fantasy, Warmechs are basically
This would be great for my
harder than the final boss. So imagine 2 Warmechs and then with 2 Warmechs on crack. That is real fun.
Sorry, boys, we cut the electric main again.
Ugh. Why did Mod of Balance make it that way? I mean, yeah, Warmech itself, like, people often miss it in their bestiary and prototype.
Trail time.
But jeez, you don't have to make them that plentiful. At least hard mode does not have that. It doesn't. Thank goodness. Not that I've played hard mode up to that point. But we'll see. It's just that the enemies so far I've encountered. I did look at the Chaos Shrine, and I can safely say right now that... Is this an indication? No, it's not. I can safely say that I can do that before the bonus dungeons. I'll be honest with you, I might need a co-commentator for the bonus dungeons, because they're boring and very bad designed.
Sorry, I only tried getting.
The only thing hard about them is the bosses, and the fact that some enemies just will not appear if you're going for a full bestiary. Okay, I need a drink.
Now listen to me, grasshopper.
Despite seeing that enemy in the title thing, we never really see it in here. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen that thing. Run! Don't get bitten by the piranha. Ooh, here's an interesting thing. Green water turning into blue water. Don't swim in it when it's death water. I'm not sure if this one can. He's just camping me. Too bad. I had fun. Timing. Come on. Through. I don't have all day. Oh wait, I can just do this. There we go. I forgot you could use that underwater. Yeah? She is. Blazy says hi, Naz. Really? You can't kill the octopus? You can't kill the octopussy?
Now listen to me, grasshopper.
I bet if an octopus had cat ears, an octopus that acted like a cat, now they would be called an octopussy. Everything must be uncomfortable. Ow. I agree, it is kind of weird for me to be like that. Like, I'm more of a friendly world type person. you're watching the stream. Ow. I don't want to bounce on these heels. Okay, so you can't kill the octopus. Only octopus in the entire game. Oh, there's more. Okay, I see. Oh, okay. Camera. Fixed camera. Remember that from Melee? Has anyone ever messed with Well, not... Well, first of all, have you ever played fixed camera mode in Melee? Second of all, have you messed around with the camera in Melee at all? Like the 4-player camera. Did I do that?
Yes, you did.
Well, it's me. I immediately forget what I just said like 2 seconds ago, and then stutter, and then don't know what to say.
You stay silent, like you're trying to gather all the words in your head. It's like a computer process with you.
I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of camera mode in Melee, various snapshots we take, of course, because we were young, are very hilarious. There's one picture I specifically remember with Fox and Falco on the Venom stage, where Falco kicks Fox, and Fox looks like he's crying, and Falco looks like he's smoking a cigarette. Like, I am dead serious, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it did start a series of comics. There's young Link, why can't there be young Fox or young Falco?
Because they're too young to fly an airplane. Or whatever the heck it's called.
R-Wings.
Of course they can't be young. Stupid.
I must say, I don't remember this stage at all. Am I even going the right way? Not really liking this. I think you have to go up. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You have to go up. I don't remember that being the correct way to go at all. I don't remember the remote being that out of the way. Okay, I see what's going on here. They go in a circle. Dropped frames, 1,329. What is this, a speed run? Okay, let's go up here. Here we go. Jeez, that was dumb. Death water. Don't fall into death water. Okay, so does this go? Yeah, it go. Now go. Get up here. Oh wait, this is invincibility. No, that's speed up. I immediately lost it. Who needs that? I don't. Insert bubble effect here as if it's turning to lava, except it's not turning to lava. No, I want that. Except I'm playing this in one session anyway, so why should I? I don't believe this Gex is for N64. Like, Gex 64 is, yeah, called Gex 64. Go on. Go on, gamer nerd. Sorry if that offended you. Oh, I know that fight. I've watched Victiv on a Bus, this full playthrough, and stream. Sense. Sorry, I kinda need to rest my voice. If you have a story to tell, feel free to tell it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I love that right there, like, only that part of the water turns green. Oh. I could have sworn there was a part of the level where the water turns red instead of green. Why is there 3 fly coins here? Is this one of those things where if you stand here long enough, it actually is okay to swim in? Yeah, he got it not like that, right?
We can rebuild it. Stronger, faster.
Well, I've waited here long enough for Gex to play an idle animation, so that was worth it.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
Okay, when in Star Wars does anyone say that?
Now listen to me, grasshopper.
So, is it not RNG? I mean... Oh yeah, that level didn't have a VCR inserter, yet it gave a tape.
Chinatown.
But anyway, you're saying... Like, I think the buttons are predetermined, but I don't know if they actually are. You might want to close the door.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. I'll take this, and this, and this.
In episode 5. Where Luke finds out that Darth is his father, Faja. Speaking of that, we will get to hear that somewhere else. Gex does make a reference to that. So I like these TVs here. They display a skull when they say 0, which is really... I don't know. Which is really, I don't know. I mean, I can imagine him saying that in episode 5 when he's actually fighting Luke. It's been so long since I watched the Star Wars movie. I've watched 1 a whole bunch of times. I've barely seen 2. I've seen 3 exactly once. I've seen 4 a lot. I've not watched 5 a whole lot. And I've seen 6 a couple times. Oh boy, did we watch number 1 a whole lot. Speaking of Star Wars, I like the Lego Star Wars series. I played the GBA ones, I played the PlayStation 2 one, I played the DS one, I played the Xbox one. There's so many versions. Gosh dang it, dog.
Green is good.
Run ruined by your pet. That reminds me though, I've watched the compilation of Frame Perfection, like a compilation of his cringiest moments, and one of them was he accidentally save stated, and he like threw such a good fit, cause he was like 6 hours into Night of Doom, 90 star category. Like, oh my. Frame Perfection. Frame Perfection's kind of scary sometimes.
Okay, press the pen, no starch on the shirt. Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Hey, what the?
I've never heard him reference Spider-Man. I like how these stones are glowing red, indicating that there is death. Well, they glow red when you're close to death anyway. Really? Oh.
One for me and
Unfortunately, invincibility does not protect you against death water. Sorry. Wind does not beat water. Should have jumped there. I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ledge was just big enough? Chop chop, move on. Come on. Oh gosh, I'm that far behind. Wait, there's a secret here? What's here, I wonder? Oh, just that. Just invincibility, which is nice. This is kinda slowly turning into the same situation as my LP, where I actually did do it all in one, and my voice was actually getting tired. Well, I know that. I haven't watched that video though. I have watched the luckiest moments. I didn't see that one though. Fine, I didn't want to eat that anyway. Really? Come on. There we go. Ooh, health extender. Ow. I forgot that tail whipping can propel you. That reminds me of... in Smash Brothers Brawl, you know how Fox has the forward mid-air A, where he does a helicopter kick move? That can actually keep you in mid-air. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, it can give you extra height and extra distance as long as you're moving up while you're doing it. Speaking of Brawl, I am making like a Brawl support type project for specifically Big Dip's eventual LP of it, if he ever decides to get to it. I've made it so he wouldn't feel as discouraged. Like, I included like an optimized route, a checklist, some tips and secrets, all that fun stuff. I've even included some custom stages that I've made with Stage Builder, and Stage Builder can actually make stages that Brawl actually can't. Like, it removes the block limits, it can adjust the amount of height you get from springs, and it uses unused objects. But be careful with the unused objects, because if you try to edit that with Brawl Stage Builder, then the game just crashes. Not sure why. Better not die right here. Okay, good.
Ha! That is wild.
So anyway, notice how there was no world remotes in any of these levels?
Now listen
That
to
mean-
me, Grasshopper.
You don't actually need one to access the fifth world. The fifth world activates after you defeat all the bosses. Toxic Turtle. This is the hardest boss in the game. Honestly, even with power-ups.
Why, yes, I'm here to pick up my lunch.
And look at the size of that thing. It's so pixelated as well. Well, it's not big anymore. It's not anymore. I didn't get hurt there. I failed. I'm not remembering this boss at all.
Big rocket turtle go bye-bye.
So on this boss, every time you hit it, it gets bigger and bigger. See there, it got slightly bigger. Is his hitbox like him as if he's like extremely big? Is that his hitbox? I'm guessing that's his hitbox. Who knows? I guess that's how you fight him. You have to wait till he gets down. I'm not sure if those parts can hurt you.
Big rocket turtle go bye-bye.
I guess that's his normal size right there. He didn't look pixelated right there.
Now listen to me, grasshopper.
No, I will not. Okay, let's actually fight him. Let's actually fight him like any other boss and wait until he becomes vulnerable instead of attacking him whenever I please. Like that. Really?
Geronimo!
Really? Must they really do everything?
Well, nice to see Gamera get another gig.
No. Don't you dare hit me for no reason.
Gotten a little cocky since we beat the hare.
There we go, that's how you should fight this boss. Has an exploitable pattern too. He's the same every time except his tail is slightly bigger. Oh, that time he did it twice.
Oh, yeah, it's tail time.
And he's still not dead. How many hits does this guy take?
Without that shell, you're just a...
This should be the last hit, unless he becomes just bigger. There we go. Wait, you can still die as he's... You can still die in his death animation? That's not fair. It's just like those bosses that are like, wait, before I die, I'm gonna cast my most powerful attack even though I could have cast it at any time. I'm not gonna cast it until now. You gotta love those bosses. Good thing it automatically takes you here. Boom. Time for the ultimate world. Resopolis. Respolis. This is my second favorite world. Honestly. It really has some good music as well. But they're also very brutal. Especially the Res Knights.
So, this is New Jersey.
Is it now?
To boldly go.
Thank you.
So, if you don't know how to... If you don't know how to do this, then you're in trouble. Because you're basically required to do it.
I'll take this, and this.
This
and
level this world basically puts all your skills to a test. And it's really nice that way. Can't go back for that power-up now. Be careful with these Res Knights, because they can destroy blocks. The same way you can. Also watch out for these bubbles. These staticky bubbles. With the static pool down there.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Also watch out for the droplets. The droplets also hurt you.
Need it, need it, need it, need it.
Ah, missing all the power-ups. Good thing you can get hit and then eat the power-up and then you get it.
Coming through.
That's for 12 years of Full House.
What is that a reference to? That's for 12 years of Full House.
No shish kebab tonight, thank you.
Like I said, many of these quotes, I don't know where they're from. Ooh. So here's another hard part about these stages. They're ludicrously long. Thankfully they have they're just the right amount of checkpoints. So that's nice. Mixing up all the techniques now.
Pretty balloon.
So, if you're not prepared, this world will kick your ass. Thoroughly.
It's tail time.
1 HP hype. And I can't grab onto that. I like how these things actually have physics that they blow you and suck you in. That's really nice. Careful. I said careful. So yeah, if you haven't also noticed that these pipes are also ways of transportation. Like, we haven't seen a lot of them now, but once we start seeing a lot of them, it's basically going to be our main method of transport. Don't! Or do, it's a checkpoint. I mean, it's a shortcut. Okay, we can skip, like, 50% level, that's okay. I don't know where the secret is in this level. I know where it is in the next one, which is where I'm going to get the secret remote from. So I'm not going to worry at all about it in this one. This level's actually hard. Well, it's not hard. Well, thank goodness they give you the remote right here. Imagine if you missed that. Here's another thing. I'm going in a circle. What do I do? That. Static is getting that deathified. I think after this level, I'm gonna take a little break because I actually need to go to the bathroom. I mean, I could do it now, just for the sake of showing... Like, I don't know if you guys already seen it, but in the beginning of the stream, I showed, like, a screensaver thing. Like, when I pause, it's supposed to turn black, actually. But with the screensaver, it, like... With the screensaver, it, like... I'm trying to think. It prints the pause on the screen, and then they eventually fade. But with this graphics setup, it does like a paste every frame effect. Like, what do you call that? I know it has a name. Anyway, I need to BRB a bit. Hopefully the stream doesn't die. Actually, I might as well go into the next level and show you the screen if you haven't seen it yet. so sorry you had to hear that. Also, the thing hasn't come into effect yet. Actually, let me take this time to... Wow, does it really take that long to come into effect? I think it's like 3 minutes to come into effect. I'm going to wait this through. It's been like 2.5 minutes or something. It's a nice break at least. There we go. Like, what do you call this effect? It's not supposed to do this. The pop-runs are supposed to disappear completely, and the screen's supposed to be black. Anyway, enough of that.
So, this is New Jersey.
You said that last level. Headset, make up your mind. Do you want me to hear audio on the left speaker or not? Or right speaker or not? So this level's gimmick is conveyor belts. Everybody's fun prop. Tap the run button just before jumping to get maximum distance. Let off as you land because running on conveyors can be tricky.
I'm working hard but not getting anywhere.
Great, I found a health club in the belly of hell. Great, I found a health club in the belly of hell.
X says these two quotes a lot in this level for some reason. I'm working hard, but I'm not getting anywhere. Isn't that all of us? Isn't that all of us? Working hard, but we're not getting anywhere.
This is the worst health club I have ever been to. Need it.
Headset, make up your mind. So the electricity power-up is especially useful in this level because there is a bit of enemy spam. Just a little bit. Thank goodness we have the power-ups to get rid of the enemy spam. Am I right? Let go of the ceiling. Good thing we can zap the electricity bubbles, because that makes sense.
Hey, where's James Honda? This is the worst health
Ooh.
club I have ever been to. Happy birthday.
I wonder if it's anyone's birthday today.
Hey, look, SNL.
Ow. Gex was all like, spikes! But I gotta admit, that was kind of funny. I'll take it. And another camera. You think? Maybe I should probably stop jumping so high. Yeah, the static is instant death, in case you couldn't tell. It's not the static that hurts you, it's the bottomless pit. Actually, no, the static does hurt you. It really sucks when you're in danger terrain, because you can't actually stick to walls when you're being hurt by something. What about February 29th? I wonder how birthdays are handled on that. I forgot you can zap TVs after you stun them. Okay. This didn't lead anywhere. Is it right here? Yeah, it's right here. This is where I get the bonus level. Here we go. And awkward texture right here. Okay, so I'm gonna save state here.
It's bonus time! Bonus time!
Gonna save state here because this one's actually really difficult. You just gotta whack barrels. And I missed one already.
This is the worst health club I have ever been to.
I'm just gonna see how much I can get here.
I'm working hard, but not getting anywhere.
Missed two.
Thing, stop this crazy thing!
Cut off
The worst
what?
health club I have ever been to. Great, I found a health club in the belly of hell.
Thing, stop this crazy thing!
And... close enough. Yeah, this level's actually forgiving. It actually pays... if you get a 1-up, it gives you a close enough reward. This is the only bonus level that's like that. If only the others were. What? Anyway, what's wrong? What cut off? Or are you just referencing the fact that I just reloaded save state over and over? Yay, we got extra remote! But I'm not gonna use it. Yet. I hope hitting F3 or F1 doesn't actually do anything in stream. Like, I didn't set a hotkey or anything. Awkward texture. Oh, that tiling error you meant. Yeah, that is kind of a thing. In fact, there's one specific level where you can actually do stuff with it. Not what I meant to do. See, look at this. Enemy spam. But you can easily get by it, but still though. I had real fun with it, with this stage with no power-ups. Well, I had as much fun as I did here, honestly. Nope. Can't possibly grab ledges like you can in Gex 2 and 3. No siree. Eat the power up this time. Immediately loses it. What hit me? Well, I know what hit me, but what spawned it? Like, I don't know if the TV actually did spawn it or anything. Like, jeez, I'm sucking this level. Eat the power-up and die. I didn't live or eat the power-up. Sometimes you can press X, sometimes you can press start. Don't you hate it when when A and start don't function the same way? Like, sometimes you can only press start, sometimes you can only press A, sometimes you can't push neither, and you have to actually select the thing you want. And then press, like, a different button. There we go. Ow, don't. Come on. There we go. Oh my goodness. Duck. Power up. And then go. There we go. Not getting the 1-up because I need the health. Health is more important than lives right now. Because, especially considering I immediately lose it. I jumped. I guess guess there was a bit of delay. I think this is the last checkpoint, actually, and the exit is actually very far away, too, so... yeah. This part just suddenly got brutal. Like I said, this world is indeed brutal. If you don't know what... if you haven't accustomed to the game yet. I'm having one feeling right now. The pain in my throat is turning into relief. For some reason. And I don't know why. Good thing I held left there. Good thing I did not there. I might resort to save state. I'll give it one more chance. I don't want the stream to go on too much longer. I always do that. I guess I'm too used to no power-ups. Or too used to the fact that I can't really... I have to let my index finger go on the... I have to let my index finger off the K, which is jump, to I, which is the tongue lash. I have J, K, L, I as the buttons. Also, speaking of, how the hell can some people use a left or right trigger to run? I know that's a thing in some games, but jeez. Speaking of... okay, I think I'm gonna save state. Speaking of buttons that have no right to be what they actually are, there's a game where you press R to jump. R! And you can't configure it. Like, what kind of game uses a shoulder button to jump besides Mario Kart? Like, jeez. Too used to shooting projectiles. Timing. Timing. Okay, let's use the bouncy move instead of the tail lash. The game for the record I'm speaking of is The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy for GBA. Like, that game uses A and B are attack, but they do pretty much the same thing, and R is jump. I mean, I've grown used to that, but still though. Jump. There we go. Now can we do it a third time? No, we can't. Okay, I lied. There is another camera after all. Oh boy, tail bounce. Required tail bouncing. Everyone knows how good I am at tail bouncing. Or registering tail bouncing is even a thing. There's the remote. And death. Something touched my butt. That's what Gex looked like he was gonna say. As if motion expressions were a thing. Well, they are a thing, but every time. Maybe I should learn to not constantly hold down the run button. I've just been trained to move fast. I should actually enjoy. Like, I would stop it to enjoy the scenery, but I don't want the stream to suddenly die out on me. No, that didn't help. There we go. Hopefully there's another health thingy. Really? Really? Just to spite me, it popped. Like, it's done its duty. Kill me. And now it too can die. It's like, I'm gonna die anyway, I might as well die faster just to rub it in his face. I wonder if you can get through the whole game without ever touching the run button. I mean, for some of the secret stages, you actually are required to run. I think I know that for a fact, that you're required to run in the secret stages. Careful. Careful. This is good. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. And instead of activating on its own, we have to activate it ourselves. There we have the final boss. But I'm not gonna do the final boss yet.
Yeah, this place has all the
I'm gonna use this world remote, the secret world remote, to activate another res. Now, can you guess where this leads to? The remote should say Planet X. Planet X. So this is the best frickin' world in the game, and if you clear all these stages, the ending is so much sweeter if you can pull it off. This first level here is honestly the hardest saucer station. It's just dodging stuff. But it is really difficult dodging stuff.
One for me and one for
I mean,
you.
seriously, this is just all what you're doing. But trust me, it gets
Need it,
worse.
Need it, need it. This would be great for my collection.
You just gotta trust hitboxes in this stage.
One for me and one for me.
Try not to tail whip in the stage, you might fall off. I forgot where the magic spot is to avoid these UFOs. I know the magic spot for these ones. This one, however, I don't know. Or this one. Part 3, let's go.
Soylent Green is good.
Jeez. Ugh. Hardest part of the stage, go. And the theme of this is, don't follow the fly coins, or you'll get hurt. Ugh.
Who hated this thing?
Yeah, who hated this thing? Not
One
hated
for
this thing,
me
hated
and
this
one
thing.
for me. This would be great for my collection.
I'm so glad you get so many 1-ups that you can tail whip just to get more health. Just saying. Well, I'm glad I got that first try. Yeah, that was the hardest stage. The rest of the stages are easy peasy. Well, it depends on what you mean by easy, anyway. Each of these stages follows a gimmick, as you'd expect, and these gimmicks usually involve your abilities, like one ability. This one is free falling, and that's all you're doing. like, what is this? Like, this is getting into New Super Mario Bros. Territory. It's still fun, though, don't get me wrong.
Tail time.
Yeah, the remote is right there. If you miss it, well, don't worry. You can still get it again. Because the stage is really short.
For me, you should know.
Those of you wondering why I stuck my tongue out like that, that was why. There was a bunch of 1-ups. Feel free to grind 1-ups there. You'll need them. Third stage, let's go. Bombs away!
Soylent Green is good. Sweet.
Wait,
like
Gex doesn't
candy.
say... Oh, I forgot. Gex doesn't actually say his intros. Gex doesn't have starting quotes. I forgot about that. I'll have to show off a little glitch later on that involves his starting pose. Maybe after.
Geronimo!
Well, here's the gimmick of the stage. So why didn't I cling onto those walls? Because the remote is right here. You actually have to avoid every single one of these aliens.
Geronimo!
Oh, you can actually kill them. That makes the stage actually simpler.
This one's for Johnny.
A whole lot easier.
It's tail time.
They don't even give you any points. They're just for the lulz. They're
Who opened
angry.
the can of whooping?
They did, apparently, because they're angry. It gets worse. Like right here. Oh, that's speed up. Too fast for you. Not anymore.
Soylent Green is good.
Soil in green is good. Nah, I know that's not what he's saying. He's saying soil it green.
Soylent Green is good.
And there's the end of the level. Sure, these levels are difficult and have gimmicks, but they're all really short. So, upcoming is an extremely interesting level. Like, it's so interesting, I had to do a bonus video on it. It's that good. Well, there's another that also has that function. Wait, is this it? Actually, no, it's not. It's the level after this one. Okay, so, knowing me, this is the hardest level, head-to-head. Because, if you haven't guessed, the gimmick is... tail bouncing on these things, which are like the size of one tile. And, yeah. And you're required to hold the dash button the whole time, otherwise you won't make it. At least I'm certain. I wouldn't want to test it. Wait, can you just clear this gap? You can! I usually die to that first pit. Why couldn't I just jump over the pit?
I'm invincible. Sorry, I only cry at weddings.
And how did I make it through this on my LP? Like, I swear you can carry your dash momentum. I don't know how you can do it. Are you not meant to? Oh right, you can just jump through. Oh boy. It gets real fun.
It's tail time.
You notice the theme? First pit there was 1, second theme there was 2, and then 3. That one has 4. Don't worry, it's not all like that. Don't worry. It gets better.
Sweet, like candy. Sweet, like candy. That's what I call getting some tail. Soylent Green is
Ugh. I forgot, you don't have any dash momentum after the second bounce, so I don't have to hold left there.
That's what I call getting tail. I'm invincible.
Yay, checkpoint.
Tail time.
So here's where they mix things up. You have to bounce, and then bounce on the enemy that's actually dying. Yeah. Have fun.
Higher, higher, lower.
Okay. Good thing that was the last pit, though.
Sweet, like candy.
Remember, you have to hold X and up to bounce high.
Body blow, body blow.
They don't have that big of a hitbox. They don't have that small of a hitbox either. Make sure when you get hit, as soon as you get hit, you hold down, or else he just won't bounce. Like, what are these things supposed to be, anyway? Like, these things are so weird. Can we do this?
Sorry, I only cried when.
Okay, so if you get hit at all, you just die. I held down there. It didn't work. If I get to 90 lives, I'll just save state it. Like, I don't really care at this point.
Higher, higher, lower.
Don't want to be too far to the left when you bounce on him the first time, apparently.
One for me and one for me.
All mine. All the fly coins.
Invincible.
Good thing you don't have to collect 100 of them.
That's what I call getting
Oh, you
tail.
can!
One for
You can
me
save
and
yourself.
one for me. I'm invincible. That's what I call getting tail. I'll take this and this and this.
Okay, I guess I'll start save stating, because this is kinda ridiculous. I really suck at this. Like, why can't you carry your dash momentum? Why can't you?
Need it.
Yeah, I'm save stating at this point.
Need it.
It doesn't really matter because this stage actually gives you a lot of one-ups if you can pull off.
Me and one.
One for me and one.
Need it. One for me and one for me.
Please don't suck. Finally! Look how many one-ups this stage gives you. It gives you like 7 if you can pull it off. Okay, now here comes the most interesting level of the game. And I'm going to do a little gimmick here. I'm going to follow its rules. Though I do have a question, though. That is, if you know science enough. Newton's fourth law. What's his first, second, and third? Okay, so here's the gimmick with this stage. Can you find all 100? 100 what? It's actually referencing fly coins. So, it wasn't until digging around with the stage that I found that if you take damage here, look, fly coins. How do you get them? Like that. Yes, this is actually what you have to do. This is not a glitch. Like, I am dead serious. And I'm gonna stay here just to show a funny glitch. Notice the tiling error?
Geronimo!
You can actually interact with it. And just fall. You just fall to your doom. And you die eventually.
Geronimo!
The exit, you can fall to the exit, but even if you could anyway, there's like a ceiling that blocks you. The ceiling's hitbox is on below and top. You can't actually get to the exit that way. So yeah, you actually have to do the glitch not glitch I just did. But like, you have to do it because you can't actually climb up this wall, or this one.
It's tail time!
Also, here's where the
It's tail time!
A, B, C, D mode comes into play. Because see, look. Now I'm blocked. Now I'm blocked again. Now that.
Oh yeah, it's tail
See?
time.
Almost anti-gravity. Almost. But not quite. How many fly coins did I have when entering the stage? Was someone paying attention? Here we go. Like, what is this? This is certainly the weirdest stage. Like, you're going so far out of your way just to get fly coins. Like, so far out of your way. Like, this level has exactly 100 fly coins in it. Exactly 100. That's why it said, can you find all 100? And sure enough, I have. Gotta be careful though, because there's places of no return.
Oh yeah, it's tail time.
So the trick with this is to tail whip it until you see it floating. And then you can progress, because if you didn't tail whip it until there's no gate there would be a gate right here. Kind of same deal with this, except, well, this is teaching you something. This is safe water. You gotta tail whip it until, well, maybe not that, but, well, here's more fly coins. You gotta pay attention.
Geronimo!
Tail whip that, but be careful, because,
Need it.
yeah, acid water. Anything here? Didn't think so. Oh! Careful about that.
Oh, yeah,
Whoa,
it's tail
don't.
time.
It's tail time!
There we go. So, checkpoint. I'm not going to use the checkpoint, because, you know, I can't get the fly coins. I'm going to consider this an all-in-one run. There's no fly coins down there, by the way. Or here.
Geronimo!
Need it.
Ow.
This would be great for my collection.
Not yet.
Someone ring the dinner bell!
Almost anti-gravity. Look how slow this is. Why would they do this? And splashing. Like, what is this? I love the
No diddle.
I love the random static here and there. It's as if you're corrupting the TV. I love that attention to detail. Clearly. Why do I have so much speed here? Look at this. Force damage. You're forced to take damage. Fortunately, they give you health.
Hard to quit when you're underwater.
So, you said 63 fly coins? I think we had 64. But yeah, this is actually all 100 fly coins.
Into the garbage chute, fly boy.
We got every single one of them. We did the challenge. I think we had 64, actually. So, you were kind of close.
It's hard to quit when you're underwater.
It's hard to brick.
What piranha?
There's no piranha. Well, here's the end of the stage, and the VCH tip. Because, you know, this world's actually long. Are you guys ready for a surprise? I am. Here comes the best. I wouldn't say best level, more like the best soundtrack in the entire game. I hope you're ready. And I'm gonna stay silent, because I have a little task for you. First, let's see what this amazing level is. Ready? The project.
Secret I just love.
So, this level is a gigantic
Take this and this,
maze. So, here's the way to get out. You do this.
It's tail time.
Look, here's the exit. Wait a minute. We didn't get the remote.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
Yeah. Good luck. So, there's 3 ways to solve this maze.
Secret I just love.
I'll show you the correct way first. So, one way is to do the one-hand trick, where you just hug a wall the entire time, but it doesn't work with mazes that don't connect with walls that connect to the rest of the maze. You can just dick around and hope you find the correct way, or you can do what I'm gonna do, but I'm not gonna say my strategy. I want you to guess. Try to guess my strategy.
Need it. One for me and one for me.
And no, I don't have the path memorized.
I'll take this and this and this.
Geronimo!
Can you guess what my strategy is? It's actually really simple. It's simpler than you think. My strategy is to find the exit. I mean, yeah, no, my goal is to find the exit, but what is my strategy? My goal is to find the exit. There's actually like 6 exits to this maze, but the correct one is where I'm going. You guessed it right. Only take the route with the odd number of fly coins. Any others lead to dead ends.
Need it, need it, need it, need it. I'll take this
Like,
and this and this.
It's a
One for me.
subtle,
and one for me.
subtle, but really nice once you get the hang of it. It's elementary once you get the hang of it. Like, look in those dead ends all you like. Like, some of them have 1-ups, I'll give them that, but
Like
otherwise they lead to nothing, and you're only gonna get lost. This this level so long, you get to hear the entire soundtrack. Like, this soundtrack is like 5 minutes long. Good thing I pay attention. Good thing I pay attention. Here's the right way. You know you've done the right way when you see 9 like that. There's the remote. And the exit. We're done. So,
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
here's the other thing. This level has 2 secrets. Don't worry, I'll show you how to find them. These secrets are rather unique. So first, let's go right. As usual, follow the odd number of coins until I say otherwise. Like, as a kid, I remember this level specifically, and it was actually my favorite level. And I kind of have a mindset right here where, you see how the background is, like, all nice and sky? It's peaceful. But this is like a giant maze you're just trapped in.
One for me and one for me.
My child self used to think that if you stayed in this level too long, then, like, the entire world blows up.
Anything but this.
And, yeah. Crazy times as kids. What mindset did we ever have as young babs? I wonder if someone's willing to make a map of this maze. Like, geez, it's so gargantuan. I hope I'm going the right way. Okay, right here. Notice how there's a junction, but there's no fly coins? This junction does have fly coins at the next junction. I'll save state right here. I'll go this path just to show it. Just to show how far the exit is. But yeah, no avoiding. There's no avoiding it. You actually want to go right. You want to actually take a right at that junction. Like, it's a rare instance. This leads to the exit. Love the state. Yeah, you want to go right. And you want to follow this sequence I'm about to follow. Go up 4, and go to the left. Here, go up 2, and also go to the left. Now, this is a straightforward path with barely any junctions in it. It's a long and winding path, but eventually... right here. Save state. One exit is this way. But it doesn't lead to the secret, it does lead to a bunch of fly coins. And yeah, this might take me a while, but I think if you just want to exit, you just go this way. I think it's topish. Well, here's the exit. But no, that's not what you want to do. You just want to go up here. And are you ready to see this? And I don't think Gex is ready to see this. No, he just doesn't want to see it. I hate these things. I'm spamming up, you know. And... this. What the hell is this? I mean, you can kill it. You can brutally murder it. And that's just leads you to this exit. Okay, I've read up that that room is supposed to play a slowed down version of Gex's theme song. It might be. So, there's still one more secret, but 2 more ways to fix all the maze. I don't know where the other secret is, but I'll find it eventually. Let's start by going this way. I'll show you at least where the exit is.
Soylent Green is good.
Good thing I pay attention. Yeah, you like brutally murder him. Like this isn't kids to adult rated game. Like how could they allow this?
Soylent Green is good.
Okay, rewind it again, please.
I find it nice how this maze, like, no matter which way you go at the beginning, there's an exit you can find just by following the odd-numbered fly coins. It would have been nice to... Oh! Here it is. Here it is. I see it. Do you? Do you see it?
What smells like socks?
Okay, 3 of the fly coins are upside down. That's the secret. They're the only fly coins that are upside down. They're the only fly coins that are like that. The exit's not too far off from here. Oh yeah, it's also another one that has a set of 9. I forgot. But that one is special. Here's the exit. And yeah, you saw several times, this place has several 1-ups, but only if you go in the dead ends.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
Did I mention there's actually no way to die in this stage except for when you find that secret? Okay, one more time, just to show the 4th path. It has nothing in it. But I'll just show the way just for the heck of it. I mean, just the usual way. And actually, it's not in the Pit of Death. This way is also the Pit of Death, just so you know. You actually want to go this way, and not fall in the Pit of Death. And, this way actually leads to a bunch of places with fly coins. I'm not going to visit every single one of these corridors. Anyway, the exit is straight up. Look at that, fly coin is like stuck in the ground.
Okay, rewind it again, please.
Anyway, go straight. And of course, when you find junctions, you want to take the ones with odd numbers. Overall, this is just the shortest maze path.
That's it. That's your spot.
Like, the exit's right here. Okay, finally done with that level. Jeez. Imagine if you actually did have to take all of them. Like, you have to find pieces of remotes. That'd be horrible. Anyway, 2 more stages to go, and then res. So here's another level with that amazing music. The web.
Secrets I just love.
Constant electric beams kill. Intermediate electric beams damage. That's basically saying if beams can go away, they only damage. But electric beams like this one, they do the thing. They kill you. Helicopter platforms are steerable. Helicopter platforms will keep running after you've gotten off. To park a helicopter platform, place against a wall. Yeah, this level's gimmick is basically these things. It's basically some Mario Maker stages where you have to be really careful. This is the longest stage in the game. It has a lovely background though.
For me?
Trust me, this is not all what you're doing. Like, it gets interesting. Ow. Don't care, because I'm gonna get health back anyway. By the way, you can't stop these. You have to keep moving. You have to. Ooh.
I don't need anything but this.
I don't think you can actually steer while Gex is swallowing, so be careful.
Higher, higher, lower.
You're not being massaged by your back. Ooh. Oh, you can steer him while you're doing it, while you're swallowing. Park here. Whatever you say, Mr. Sign.
Who opened the can of whooping?
Just more of the same, except with more electric beams, but it does get interesting. Like right here. You park them, but then they drop. And they can drop through electric beams, but you can't. You gotta take advantage of that, in many scenarios. Oh, if you're wondering what the hell that enemy was in the beginning, normally you don't encounter them at all. You have to actually go out of your way to actually see that enemy. Park here, whatever you say. Oh, here's an interesting gimmick. Do this.
This would be great for my collection.
You have to park that thing there. And then you go back on this one and ride to where that platform was.
For me? This would be great for my collection.
Nope. Can't go that way. Can't go that way either.
One for me and one for
I don't think we've
me.
heard this part of the song before. So, what was down?
Need it, need it.
Oh, there's something.
One for me and one for me.
There's something down here. Just parking.
I don't need anything but this.
And we can't go down here yet. Oh wait, I know what I gotta do. I know what we gotta do. It's gonna take a while to get there. I highly recommend listening to this game's soundtrack. It is really good. Good thing these things can move off screen, otherwise we'd be screwed. With this soundtrack, you bet I'd play this game just for the soundtrack.
Geronimo!
But I love this game overall. Hello, alien. What are you doing here?
I know when I'm not wanted.
So here we have to take advantage of the fact that we have to leave our vehicle. Here we have to do it like like 10 times.
Secrets I just love.
I mean, yeah, they want you to pay attention, but jeez. Ooh, almost died there. Finally at the end.
Geronimo!
Only to be met with this. So, guess what? Another design flaw. Only one of these are correct.
I know when
The others lead back here.
I know when I'm not wanted. I know when I'm not wanted.
Yeah, this stage is kind of mean.
Okay, rewind it again, please.
Okay. Yeah, good luck with this section right here. You have to manage 2 vehicles at once.
Secrets I just love.
Good thing you can't possibly miss the remote. Be careful not to steer these left or right. You don't want to do that. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. And by amazing, well, I'm dead. Be careful with that. If the platform, if those things ever stop and you jump off, they drop. Be careful you don't do that.
This would be great for my collection.
Try not to move left or right until you're out of the vehicle. That is important. Timing is everything. You don't want to get off these things too late or too early. You want to make sure they're well in sync.
Geronimo!
And you have to do this repeatedly. Imagine if there was a third one mixed in. Don't worry, there isn't.
Okay, rewind.
Kaizo Gex, go. You don't have to do too much. Hey, guess what? You have to pick again. Good thing common sense tells us to go left, and left happens to be where the exit is. Is there any more secrets? Didn't think so. Alright, one more level, but before I do that, there's a secret in this level that I didn't address. So let's go back in this level. Save state, actually, so I can just exit this level at any time.
Secrets I just love.
So, the secret here is to...
Geronimo!
not that. Don't worry, I'll get to it. Where? So, what do you do?
Geronimo! One for me and one for
Yeah, you have to
me.
do this. You have to somehow know that you can just go through that wall. Which is the guilt of many other games, admittedly, but still though.
Okay, rewind it again, please.
This leads to some 1-ups. I mean, yeah, it does. This portal is a shortcut to this part of the stage, but there's more to this. This is a secret that just keeps on giving. If you decide to not. If we can ever let go.
Sweet, like candy.
This is basically the secret that just keeps giving. Like, there's so many fly coins that give you potential 1-ups. Or maybe not. Well, I've never seen this part of the stage before. This is actually new for me. Let's go on an adventure. This is just mainly Tetris blocks and stuff like that. Oh, much. Is this the space junk galaxy? And if you fall anytime, you just die. Kinda wonder what's up there, but not now. Well, here's where I died. Is there anything of worth? Well, there's stuff here. This is just mainly going outside the boundaries of the stage. And good. You know what? Seen enough. Do you think I've seen enough? Do you think we've seen enough? I'm not sure if there's any more to this. Is it worth it? Or do you think it's better if you see it see it when others play the game? What's this lead to? Leads to here. I mean, good thing it gives portals here and there.
Hey, what the? Soylent Green is good.
You'd say so? Okay, I'll explore like a few more seconds.
Geronimo!
And in fact, this seems like all of it already. Except for down here. More one-ups. More boundaries. Oh, wait, there's a... Wait, what? You are outside under construction. Okay, that was worth it. That was worth it. And what happens when we take this? Well, it did specifically point out I'm outside construction. But I'm legit curious. How far does this go? Good shit. I meant to press F4. Yeah, that's not going much faster. It just makes it sound weird. Just gonna go outside the boundaries. Following the boundaries until there's something. Or maybe the map will explode like I said it would in the project. Oh, wait, there's something. No, there's not. How long does this go? It's still going. Can we get on top of the level this way? Something here. I found something. Maybe not. Oh, there's something up there. Park here. Save state. Death. I think this is looping at this point. Yeah, this is most certainly looping.
Got my eyes, I can't see.
How did I die there? Is there actually a point to this? Well, here's the top. Well, this is certainly... Oh, I got squished. But you can't get squished. You can't get squished when riding these. we make it to civilization yet? Well, we hit the 5-minute mark on this. Here's the boundary. Well, here's the start. And I think we're at that point to where, yeah, we are. We've gone full circle. What is this way? What is this way? What is this way? Is there an edge? There is. There is something here. Like, what is this stage? This keeps getting weirder and weirder. Like, what is the point? Yeah, there's like maybe 1 or 2 fly coins, but
It's tail time.
still. Okay, I think I'm done exploring. just kill me already. Did the designers get drunk or something? Alright. So here's a fun stage. Clothesline. Collective VST. So, funny thing about this level, you just duck the entire time and you're safe. You're supposed to jump over these Sonic and Knuckles style bars. This looks freaking amazing. But you just duck the entire time and you're safe.
Like candy.
I mean, he jitters a bit, but you're safe. Hello, kitty.
I don't eat anything but this.
These don't damage you, they just push you off. And we're caught up with the train. Quick, let's get on it so we can get the Ultima materia, otherwise it's lost forever.
Like candy.
And the huge materia.
Soylent Green.
I'm afraid to do anything, just in case that affects something. There's one other thing you gotta make sure you gotta do, though, in this stage.
Need it.
Jump! Hey, like, check out the end, dude. Now that we've cleared the stage, cleared this world, now we can fight the final boss. And like I said, the ending is much sweeter if we can pull this off. Well, it depends on what you mean by sweeter. And yep, there's the password I know by memory. Pizzy Pyre Exile. That's how I remember it. Anyway, let's go back to Reslair. Or Resopolis.
Yeah, this place has all the warmth of a Dick Clark special.
Yeah, Resopolis.
Who's an ugly boy? Yes, you are. Nice teeth. And do we floss?
Final boss. Here we go, Reslair. As you expect, the boss is Rez.
So, this is New Jersey.
Indeed. Remember that fly? The fly at the beginning of the game? The beginning cutscene? Now we have to do something with that fly.
Hey, it's Darth Vader's younger brother, Myron.
We have to deal with Rez himself.
Look, I call it a dress.
You call the cloak, I call the dress. Favorite.
What do you mean, Darth Vader's my father?
There we go. What do you mean Darth Vader's my father?
If I had a life, I'd be glad to get back to it.
Me too. Gotta eat the fly, and then we gotta spit it back at him. So we can zap
What do you
him.
mean, Darth Vader's my father?
That laugh. Ah 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 ah.
What do you mean, Darth Vader's my father?
Like, that is, like, the best film laugh of all time.
If I had a life, I'd be glad to get back to it.
Don't bother jumping from the wall back to the stage. You can't.
All this because of Rosebud?
Not really. Resnado!
You!
It knocks you off the wall as well, so watch out. He kind of follows you, too. So watch out.
Darth Vader's my father.
Boom! Pay attention to his attack, because every time you attack him, every time you attack him, he gets another attack, replacing one of his attacks. So, gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, have you been on Geraldo yet?
Don't bother attacking him when he's flashing. You can't. He's invincible.
When is Grace Jones gonna retire?
I mean, I learned the hard way that you can't.
Ed's having his birthday cake.
Good thing he doesn't do the Resnado when you're on that wall, otherwise you'd be pretty much screwed.
This guy's a nut. Have you been on Geraldo yet?
He's still invincible. There we go. Shut up.
Ed's having his birthday cake.
Oh. He's not supposed to be moving while this attack is commencing.
All this because of Rosebud?
Or do that.
Heavens to the big kahuna.
Are you done yet? There we go. Now he's firing his lasers. And then he dies.
Vader's my father.
What was that, hit number 3? I think he has 5 life points. Careful. Pay attention, don't cling to the wall. Stick my tongue out at you.
Ed's having his birthday cake.
And do something? That's what you're gonna do. Pay attention.
All this because of Rosebud?
Yeah? Yeah, and what?
You call it a cloak. I call it a dress.
There's the telly. What you gonna do?
If I had a life, I'd be glad to get back to it.
There we go. Game done. He just turns into that.
Baby.
And then... Yay, yay, it didn't crash this time. Sometimes this crashes, actually. It only happens when I play the game too long.
Hey, cool. I wonder what's on HBO.
Alright, sit back and enjoy the ending, everyone. This is an extended ending. And this is, like, the longest soundtrack as well. So, believe it or not, this is actually, like, on the top 10 list of things that are not worth getting. Not worth your time getting. Because this ending is, like, 20 or 30 minutes long. I'm dead serious. There is no more gameplay after this. Literally the only thing I have not shown of this game, or maybe not literally, but one of the major things I have not shown of this game is, if you stare at the title screen long enough, you get shown something regarding, like, maybe a demo of this game, or, like, this game's development or something. I don't know, it's like one of those things where you're not allowed to show it because of copyright reason. And just, yeah. Hey look, the 3 beings of, like, Palkia, Dalka, and Giratina. Maybe as big as Arceus. So, while we're sitting here, do you guys have any questions about, like, future plans that I may have? Because, I'm really happy about how the stream turned out, honestly. I might actually do Paper Mario after this, assuming this internet is still good. Because sometimes this internet's bad, sometimes good. I don't know when I can tell it's good or bad. Oh boy, Pixel, you're not allowed to say it, except you totally are. Anyway, I want to do Paper Mario, because that's another LP I feel like I should redo. Just... It's not that my LP of it is bad, it's just that the quality is bad. Like, some parts I'm staticky, some parts you can't hear me at all, some parts I actually used the default microphone on the computer. And then there's the finale, which had an awkward finish, I felt. But oh my goodness, beating Bowser without badges or items, you have no idea how great that felt to me. What if I can do it on stream, though? Well, assuming if I actually do badgeless, itemless on stream, I'm not sure how I want to stream Paper Mario. Like, should I stream it regularly? Should I do, like, insane mode? Should I do it badgeless, itemless? And there's one other stream I would like to do, but most likely am not able to. And that is, Dipe.io. I could not commentate during it, and I felt like that was really boring. The stream just was overall really, really boring. I felt like if... And now, here comes the point where the game makes fun of you. This is why this ending's not worth it. Because it makes fun of you. Anyway, I wanted to commentate during Dive.io. I was not allowed to, because I was at a public place. I heard an HD remake is being worked on. It's not a remake, it's like a mod. I know Skillux, who's making tools for Paper Mario, he's trying so hard to make tools so you can hack Paper Mario. There's no custom hacks out there yet, but there is one in the works, if I remember correctly. I can't wait to see it. I mean, that is true. Oh yeah, I just had a thought. Or not just, but like several hours ago, I had a thought. I could totally stream Chow. Okay, so there's hard mode, insane mode, and pro mode. I think pro mode is insane mode, but with HP boost. I mean, I used to. But yeah, I could totally stream Chow, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. But then that would ruin the point of me going over Chow bios. Well, you tell me that. What is Newton's third law? Or second or first? I may have learned it, but I've forgotten it. I don't know. Good reference there. Not only is this credits going on, but the music is too. You know, in my game, Child Adventure RPG, I do kind of have planned to have an ending just like this, except it doesn't involve making fun of you. Like, it does spread a message to you, as if it's sort of like credits, but I'm not gonna make fun of you. I mean, someone's already working on that. I'm no good with music. Oh, it changes enemy layouts too? Does it have custom badges? I think I've seen that, actually. I think I've seen Kevin stream it. clearly I'll do pro mode badgeless itemless. I love the badgeless itemless. Like you're so defenseless without badges and items. Like the entire game is possible, but Bowser though. Bowser basically is impossible. But I've done it. But I've beaten Bowser first try, no save states. And it was with what? My original strategy was to use Goombario and charge a bunch of times, but I can't really do that because Bowser has a dispelling move that, even if I block it, it dispels. I mean, in my LP I did show the dummied out badges, such as the Bagon Strike or Bagon Strike. I've shown the Berserk Mario, stuff like that. You win! Congratulations! And that's it, game's over. We're just sitting here at static with the black line. Nope. Check this out. Check what out? So, you wanna know why this ending is like 30 minutes? In addition to the scrolling text, we got... Similar to Gex 2, we have this. So, fun fact about unused badges. There's a badge that automatically makes it so you do action commands every time. If you equip that and Berserk Mario, you can't normally do action commands with Berserk Mario, but if you equip that badge, it does it for you, and it ignores the fact that you're Berserk, so you do even more damage. And speaking of automatically action commands, there's like a badge that's like Power Bounce except you stomp the ground. Power Bounce has a cap of 101. The badge that quakes the ground over and over, that does not have a cap actually. So if you equip the auto badge with that one and use it, you basically soft lock. You too can draw a gecko. I believe I've shown every badge in my bonus video of Paper Mario. I mean, I've looked at the site that showed all the unused badges and what code gives you them. Since it was a bonus video, I didn't save. It was only meant to show. I wanted 80 out of 80 badges, not 90 out of 80. Same with star pieces. I'll let you know that if I stream Paper Mario, I will 100% it. Or, no, not 100% it. Perfect game it. You know me, my perfect game. Perfect game is just... It's basically true 100%. Sure is a lot of art. Along with the date, name, as if it's on school. It's basically required that you not only insert your name on every piece of paper, even though it doesn't tell you this, you also have to insert the date in which you've done it. Like, what is the point of including the date? Like, sure, it tells you when you started it, but all that matters is that you turned it in. Oh, I'm sorry, Nez. Gold Knight. And Gold Luck. I admit it was fun. Thank you for being here with me. The stream would basically be impossible without you, actually. And then it turns out I can't upload this to YouTube. Because... like, I hope it saves. I hope I had the option on. Like, I think I do. I hope the amount of dropped frames doesn't cause too much of a problem. Because I'm looking at dropped frames, 4,693. Which is basically 1% of the entire stream. The original idea of this game sure was interesting. Too bad it never got out to be a real game. Turns out Gex 4 is this. I wonder if they'll ever make a Gex 4. So, I'm not sure when I'm gonna do Gex 2. I'm not gonna stream it, I'm gonna LP it, much like I did Gex 1. When I'll do it, I'm not sure. My LP plans after Final Fantasy are... well, I'll give hints. One of them is definitely Chow, but I need to prepare for that. One of them is a special game, which might make one person really happy. And another is basically a game no one LPs because it's basically a Kaizo. Like, it's not even a ROM hack. Like, it's not one of those unfair platformers, although it is a platformer and it's unfair. But I'm not going to do the original version of that game, I'm going to do the remake version of that game. Because, as I've learned... Did I just see something that resembled a Snivy? Well, anyway. I'm going to do the remake of the game because the original version has problems with copyright, as I've noticed when I've done the prequel. I was not happy. If this version has problems too, I'm going to mute the game because the soundtrack is not impressive at all. SpongeBob. I mean, Gex does make a whole lot of references, including Looney Tunes and such, so I'm not surprised to see SpongeBob. A stage where you're in a house, and you're tiny. I really love that concept. These are such interesting ideas. Again, my right speaker is not deciding whether or not it wants to play audio. I mean, if I fiddle enough with the cord, I can hear. But I'm not sure where that magic spot is. Well, there's the concept of the daytime and nighttime thing that was implemented in choosing a door. Because, you know, right to left, that seems like a good idea. It's not going to make it impossible to read or anything. This kind of reminds me of, like, the bonus pictures from Big Tip's Adventure 2. Nice bonus material. Big Tip's Adventure 2, by the way, I've LP'd Big Tip's Adventure 1. I'm not sure if I want to do 2, at least now. But I felt like... I felt like the Big Tip's Adventure LP was kind of was either really bland or kind of bashing a bit on the series. It's like, oh, the first one sucks, therefore the second must also suck, which isn't actually true. So I feel like I should attempt that game. Like, I've played it off screen on my own. I got everything done. I'm wondering if I should do it on camera, though. Just to show that the creator does indeed have awesome quests. I'm almost done, I'm watching the credits. 30 minutes. No. That's Gex for ya.
Why do they so many fucking people to make stupid lesbians everyone?
This isn't even the final part of the credits. It's like, you got the long-ass message, you got the artwork concept, and then the real credits begin. But I know. Anyway, I was gonna say, the third part is basically the credits, but enhanced, if you do the ending right. The estimate time of the stream was 4 minutes anyway, and 4 hours, and we're about to hit that mark. So, good estimate. My voice is basically tired. When it does recover, I will get back to Final Fantasy. Finally, credits. And we get to hear Gex's theme song.
Who is this tiny dino? Bad green, but he ain't mean. Cool shades on a fighting machine. Whipping tail, spitting fire. He's a wizard of the lizard killer gecko for hire. He's Gex.
So, how are the credits enhanced? You'll see.
Walks cool while he talks trash. A mouthful of flies beats a pile of cash. He can hang and he can fly. He's got to kill another TV to survive.
T-Rex?
He's Gex. Cold-blooded brother of the BC boys.
Suction cup balls get him up and around, underwater on a wall, upside down. You lose his tail, you grow another.
How could he use that mouth to kiss his mother?
T-Rex?
He's Gex.
Say what?
Ness's Alex confirmed.
The wise dragon cousin of the Topic gang.
No, T-Rex?
He's Gex.
Say what?
Here we go. This would not show if we didn't get the ending.
I don't know, man.
These weird
He's Gex.
whats. Some of them seem normal, some of them are what?
Look like a Gex to me.
He's Gex.
Get next to Gex.
G-E-X, Gex.
That one's just one of the sprites of the game.
Look like a Gex to me.
You gotta love it when icons aren't just one person, it's like 10. Even though it's just one person. I was concerned for a sec about the song.
Who is this tiny dino?
Anyway, my voice is really tired, similar to when I LP'd this game.
But he ain't mean.
Except when I LP'd it, not only did I do it for like 5 hours, I was relatively sick. I need to make sure that that is the thing I talk about in the next video of Final Fantasy. Because I've gone through 2 different sicknesses, not kidding. One of them was like a watery eye that would not go away, and one of them was a common cold. But they do have story. Jeez, there's a lot of fake outs.
Cold-blooded brother of the BC boys.
I really hope that I've done justice to this game enough.
How could he use that mouth to kiss
Like, I hope this game is at least interesting enough. Like, this game is really meant to be a classic, despite when it was made. It's hard and bullshit at times, and it's really meant to be that way, especially considering you're not supposed to 100% on the first playthrough, much like Yoshi's Island. Although Yoshi's Island isn't bullshit. It's like less bullshit. There's less bullshit parts, and it's less bullshit at all.
He's Gex.
Like, I really hope I showed how well designed the game is. Like, it really does a good job at conveying what you have to do, especially with fly coins. Anyway, thank you for watching the stream. It's been a fun time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Jeez, it's really hard to end streams.